Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to, let's just check it's coming through. Perfect, welcome to Platform 1 at day 3 of BUCS. Sorry, just sorting out some technical difficulties. This morning we have the under 93 kilo men, or at least we have one half of them. There is of course a second platform as well. All right, it looks like we are ready to go on platform 1. This is Dav Coop. If you can't read the singlet, that is University of Oxford. Nice and easy opening attempt there for Dav. 205 kilos, which is... that's a good 130 more kilos than he squatted in his last competition.
And now we've got Brandon coming out with 205 as well.
Wow, he's fired up, isn't he?
On an opener as well.
Imagine what he's going to be like on the third.
And this is 5 kilos under his current PB, so very interesting to see how this is going to look.
Yeah, I can't read that. I read that as 220 for some reason. But, yeah. Maybe that's why he's so fired up.
That moved really well.
Yeah, that was a very easy opening attempt indeed. Looking to smash that PB, I guess.
And now we've got Zach coming out with the same weight, 205.
The platform crew have a very easy time today. Those first three openers at the same weight.
That was a really smooth, really quick as well.
Yeah, very light work there for Zach. Now we move on to 207.5 kilos for Ben Hayton. Finally making this platform crew work.
Ben looks really confident.
He does, he looks very calm. He's already taken his headphones off.
And wow, Ben, that moved really well, really fast as well.
It was actually so quick I completely missed it. Is that the same weight again? Oh no, 217
yeah,
and a half.
217.
Can't read today.
$217.5 for Jonathan Cook.
Jonathan is representing University of Brighton.
Very nice over there on platform 2 for Sam. And it's what 3 white lights and a good lift. Here comes Jonathan now for 217 kilos. And here comes on platform 2 for 210.
He looks really confident here as well.
Lads on the platform now, ready to smash these over. Come on, Jonathan. Yes.
Yeah, so far it seems as though people in general are fairly calm. as they approach their openers. It'll be interesting to see if they become more angry towards their second and third attempts. That looked very easy, didn't it?
And now we've got Mitchell coming out with 220 now. Oh, unfortunately,
What's happened?
I just saw a red light come out for Jonathan here, but it does say he got a good lift.
Yeah, it looks like it was a good lift. Okay, interesting. It might, maybe, was it 2 to 1? I missed it, to be honest. I just saw the lift itself and assumed it'd be good.
Let's see how Mitchell does on his opener here.
He's got a lot of support in the audience.
It's really good to see.
Yeah, it's nice. There are some universities who really bring a lot of support for their lifters, and you know, you envy them sometimes. You don't really get as much camaraderie as at the non-university comps when people aren't really coming in teams. Anyways, 3 white lights for Mitchell.
And now the 4 red plates are getting loaded for Justin.
That is 225 kilos for those of you counting at home.
Ben. Yep. Over now to platform 1, 225 on the back of Justin. Let's see now, Justin.
Wow.
Nice. Another very easy opener.
It's really quick.
Yep. To quote the MC, another really easy opener. We haven't really had any drama so far. Fingers crossed. You got to be careful what you say as a commentator because of the well-known commentator's curse, where you say things are going well and all of a sudden it all starts not going well.
And now we've got Yusuf coming out with 225 kilos as well.
Yeah, again, making the platform crews work nice and easy. I'm sure they're very grateful to the lifters putting in identical openers. Yeah, that moved very well.
Really easy.
It's 2 to 1. And you got a depth call from the centre referee.
Still good lift though.
Yeah, I think usually... Do we have a jury at this competition? I'm not seeing...
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone recently.
Okay. Well, then hopefully nobody gets their lifts overturned. But usually if it's a centre referee who spots depth, it's okay. So side referees, that's when you have to start worrying.
And now we've got Ali. 230 kilos on the bar. This is 5 kilos under his current PB.
Yeah, clearly training's been going very well.
Wow, clearly training has been going very well.
Yeah. It looks strong. It looked a little bit slow for an open, a little bit difficult, but considering that's 5 kilos below his PB.
His handler looks really happy as well.
Yeah. His handler looks happier than he does. Mason Smith will be our last opener of this flight, 237.5 kilos. And what you're seeing there is Mason just smelling some smelling salts, some ammonia, just to help hype him up a bit, wake him up, although he's looking very happy.
Unfortunately, they need to get a bit deeper. Can Mason sink this one? Gets that spot, man. Come on now, Mason.
Well, that was a bit of a grind for an opener, but it still did move.
Yeah, we saw it's a no lift depth call. 2 to 1 from the inside and the center.
However, the strength is there.
Yeah. So back to Dav Koot. He is competing as a 105. This will be his debut. Actually, I'm not sure if that's true. He's been in the 93s for a while. I think he may actually have competed as a 105 before. A light 105. He didn't bother making weight today because he's coming back from an injury. He's not planning to hit any PBs. Anyway, here he comes for his second attempt. I'm actually surprised to see him lifting this much because I thought he was really quite hurt, but clearly the rehab is going well. We love to see that. 215 is on the bar.
Daniel opted for a nice conservative 10-kilo jump. Let's see it now. Squat command on both cycles.
Ooh, that looked really good for a
Yeah.
second attempt.
What a grind there on platform.
Very light work, 3 white lights.
And this group really gets it. 3 white lights on both platforms.
He looks really happy walking off the platform.
And you now getting ready to retake 200 on platform 2. And Brandon coming out for 217. And the bar is
And now we've got Brandon, 217.5 kilos.
God, he is fired up. You know, he has turned up the intensity from his opener, I think.
Yeah.
Brandon raring to go with this 217.
Where's he going to be by third deadlifts?
Go a bit more calm. Needs to sink this 200 now. Let's see it now, lads. Let's see it. Come on.
Oh, this is going to be a PB. 7.5 kilo PB if he gets this.
That's big. Well, second attempt as well. No wonder he's so fired up. He's probably never touched his weight before.
Stay with it now.
Oh,
it's a fight.
wow.
Mismoves it, but he fights through. Can Matty sink it this time?
Yeah, 3 white lights. That was a fight, though.
That looks much better there.
He definitely had the strength for it. Perhaps feeling a bit nervous in the middle.
We'll see what he puts in for his third attempt here. I think they'll only add about 2.5 kilos or maybe even 5.
I think that is a smart choice. Anyways, Ben Hayton coming out for 220.
Ben looks really confident. He's been confident for his opener as well. He looks really calm.
He does look very collected.
Let's see it now, Ben.
It's like a complete 180 when we go from Brandon to Ben.
Ollie needs to sink this one this time. Let's see it, lads.
Have anger and aggression followed by serenity.
Yeah, nice. Come on, Ollie. This time.
But it clearly works for him. That was snappy.
The strength is there. What do we think?
And now we've got Zach coming out with the same weight as Ben. Is he going to move it better than Ben did? We'll see. He's bringing that energy on the platform. He looks really hyped up.
Ready on platform 2. Come on now, lads.
Yeah, but as you can see, Zach is representing King's College, so hasn't had to travel too far today.
Come on now, Zach. Same kind of speed. That's what we want. It looks just as comfy on the back of both lifters. Zach gets that command.
Wow, that moved very well.
Yeah, very nice for a second attempt. 15 kilos, that was quite big.
And now we've got Jonathan Cook, 232.5 kilos on the bar. That is only 10 kilos on his current PB, so
Yeah, and he's taken a 15 kilo jump, which
Yeah.
is quite a big jump. So let's see how this moves. Some people like their big jumps. I think it's a bit of a risk versus reward payoff. 'Cause on the one hand, you can get further. You can, his opening attempt won't have tired him out as much as if he'd opened heavier. However, it's a bit riskier because based on the opening attempt, it's harder to tell how this is going to move. Now, some people know themselves very well and know, 15 kilo jump will do exactly this to the RPE, but let's see how this moves.
that looked like an opener there.
It did look like an opener, yeah?
2-1 though, but still a good lift.
Here I am talking all that rubbish about how, it's high risk play.
That was an amazing lift there.
Yeah, it was. Definitely the right move. We'll see what the next jump is.
Definitely has to add another 15 kilos on that.
Now over to the second platform. 235. Getting ready here.
Anyways, 235 kilos for Yusuf, matching his personal best. good day when you can match your PB on your second attempt.
The bar is come on now. Needs this one to stay in the competition. Over on platform 1, you get ready to score. 2:35. Let's see it now. Nicely done.
It was a bit of a fight.
Wow, yeah, I saw that left knee cave in at the bottom there. Thought it was all over, but no, fought through that.
That moved really well.
It did move very well indeed. Yeah, just watch that left knee, it just comes straight in. It looks like he's buckling under the weight, but clearly not.
Got Mitchell now, 240.
Yeah, talking about big jumps,
That is 20 kilo jump. That is
Massive.
big, yeah.
but setting himself up for a PB on the third, I'm sure. Don't know if you can hear the massive support from the audience.
MC's really good as well.
Oh, no, that jump. There's
That
that.
was a bit too heavy for him.
Yeah, there's that high risk.
But he is probably going to retake that weight.
I imagine so, yeah, if you're going up from that. You're failing on strength and then going up, then you're asking for a 1 for 3 day.
Now we've got Ali, 240. This is 5 kilos over his current PB, so this will be a PB if he gets this.
He's taking a 10 kilo jump. The opening attempt was a little bit of a fight.
It was a very controlled lift.
Yeah, that was very easy.
And his handler's laughing, I think it's because of how easy it looked.
Yeah. There you go, Ali's got a smile on his face now.
And now we've got Justin, 240 as well. This is a 15 kilo jump. And he's going to be matching his PB here.
Justin getting ready now to smash this 240. And the ball. Justin's feeling the weight. Getting ready to unrack.
It always makes me nervous when I see people doing a false unrack, because I've seen a couple of times they go to drop it back down and they miss the rack on the way down.
Let's see it, Justin. Full flip, get that squat command.
Wow. That was a really nice second attempt.
Yeah, fantastic, the white lights.
It's not too heavy, but not too light.
And finally Mason Smith.
I think his handler is saying 245 for him.
Yeah, we'll see. Mason missed the previous attempt. I missed that because I thought it was a good lift. I thought I saw that was a good lift last time, but I guess not.
But he did go up a weight. He did go up a weight by
Yeah.
7.5 kilos.
Oh yeah, was it depth? I think, yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
think it was.
depth. Yeah, I've got all the notes in the world. Yeah, I can't remember what happened 10 minutes ago.
Daniel with a quarter of a ton on his back. Mason with 245.
So clearly feeling strong enough for it. It's just a matter of executing the lift to competition standards.
What do we think this time, referee? No, the wrist didn't pay off. Will the wrist
So if anyone's tuning into powerlifting for the first time,
I think that did look a lot better, but
wow,
grinded
right in the
that
middle he
out.
gets up. I really hope he got that.
yeah.
3 white lights he did. The relief across his face. So for those of you tuning into powerlifting for the first time, the way depth is measured is the hip crease has to be below the top of the knee. That might sound like a bit of an iffy way of doing things, but once you've got a bit of experience as a referee, it becomes second nature.
And now third attempts, Brandon, 220 on the bar.
Yeah, he is really fired up. You're right about that 2.5 kilo jump, by the way. Hope you're feeling validated. My body is fired up.
Got the crowd cheering for him as well. Really hyped up.
Yeah, of course. When you get a hype lifter like this, then the crowd often responds in kind.
He knows what to do this
Not always, though.
Come on, Brandon.
Unwrap the ball together. Let's see it, boys. Come on. Come on. Yes. That one looked good to me, referees.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That was really nice.
Better than the last one.
Let's see what the refs say.
What do we think of platform?
2 to 1.
1.
That's a good lift.
Yeah, not sure what that blue light was for. It wasn't downward movement, so perhaps soft lockout. Let's watch the replay.
Yeah, ref just said that it was soft knees.
Oh, interesting.
And now we've got David Coop here, 225, 4 reds on the bar.
Yeah, it's 2.5 kilos below his personal best, which, considering he's coming back from an injury, is a pretty good going. I'm not sure what he was planning for today.
Getting ready to unwrap 210. Unwrap together. Both getting ready to squat the thirds. Squat command on both platforms.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That was more of like a second attempt than a third attempt here.
He looks relieved. No, I wouldn't say he looks happy, he looks relieved. Perhaps that his injury didn't blow up again.
He's really happy though.
Yeah, moved very well. He fought through nicely.
Definitely has more in the tank. And now we've got Zach.
Yeah, a lot of support from the audience.
227.5 on the bar. This is a 2.5 kilo PB if he gets this.
7 kilos on the bar. As Maddie comes out with 270. 500 pounds now on the bar for Zach. Let's see it now. Oh!
God, that was easy.
Really nice that was.
Can he have a fourth attempt, please?
Well, he's happy as he should be. He definitely had more in the tank, though. That moved very well for a third attempt.
270.
Let's look at that replay. Depth was really low as well. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, that honestly looked like a second attempt to me.
Yeah. Now we've got Ben.
Ben, calm as anything.
230 kilos on the bar. It's a 10 kilo jump from his second attempt.
Over now to platform 1 for Ben with 230 kilos on the bar. Let's see it now, Ben. Come on. Come on, Ben. This is the one we came for now, Ben. Let's see it. Let's see it. I'm ready now as well.
Oh, it was really low and he's finding it up. It was really easy for him.
Yeah, that was a great third attempt. 3 white lights, still not showing a shred of emotion on his face.
We haven't had a proper grind yet.
No, well, I would say, I forget his name now. Brandon's second attempt is probably the biggest grind we've seen so far. And he came out and smoked the third. Now, if we're going to get a grind, it should be this one.
Now we've got Mitchell here. Not too sure why he didn't get his second attempt. I think it was on strength.
Yeah, he did. It just failed it. So it might have been just a technique issue because clearly he feels strong enough to attempt 240 today. If he's taking it on the second.
Yeah, let's see how Mitchell does.
Oh, there we go.
That was really
Now,
good
did
to
he
see.
cut the depth? No, he didn't. Okay. 3 white lights. So yeah, I'm sure that's how he wanted it on the second attempt. But at least he didn't drop 20 kilos on it off of his total for today.
And now we have Jonathan coming out with 242.5 kilos on the bar. This is him matching his squat PB here.
Big fight, big fight, big fight! Yes. Now for Jonathan. Jonathan to finish it off now. Come on.
He's another very calm lifter.
Yeah, let's see how this moves.
Gets the squat command. Big raise.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
It's really smooth.
Another very nice third attempt there.
Yeah, very calm. Indeed. Still calm.
He looks really happy.
Let's see now, Ben. Get ready. Behind the screen.
Yeah, that moved very well. Looking at the replay. Okay, the bar has been loaded for the next lifter. That is Yusuf.
see this, Yusuf.
Both approaching the bar together, ready to unwrap their third and final squat. Let's see it now. Yusuf gets under first, unwraps it with ease. Let's have a look. Benjamin's just as easy. Squat command on platform 1, squat command on platform 2.
Yeah. Oh, he fights it. Oh my God.
That
Wow.
was amazing.
That was fantastic.
For 2 to 3 by Yusuf.
Oh, 2-1. A call from the centre referee for depth and possibly soft lockout, possibly downward movement. I was watching closely. I didn't think there was downward movement on that one.
Here comes Mason and
No,
Yeah.
definitely kept moving.
I agree.
Mason on platform 1.
Depth and a bit of up and down, the centre referee says.
Now we've got Mason here. 247.5 on the bar.
Yeah, he's made a smart move taking a 2.5 kilo jump, I think. He didn't look too happy after that previous attempt. We're down just to the last 3 squats of this flight. Then we're straight on to flight B.
Wow, he's
Yeah.
grinding it. He's got it up.
There we go. Is that the grind you wanted? Oh, 2 to 1.
2-1.
Well, it's good. And I'm pretty sure we don't have a jury. So,
Still a smooth lift though, really smooth.
yeah.
Right. Justin coming out now with 2.
And now we've got Justin. Same weight as Mason.
Is loaded for Justin. Oliver getting ready.
Be a massive PB if he gets this. 7.5 kilos. And wow, the crowd is cheering for him here.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I think the London unis are all cheering each other. I don't know much about the London uni powerlifting culture, but I think they're quite relatively tight-knit.
Let's see it, Ollie.
Unless he's brought hundreds of people over from Middlesex Uni to cheer him on.
Now it's time for Justin.
Or potentially he's at Middlesex for a master's and he has friends from his undergrad. I don't know.
It's a very steady walkout. He's taking his time here.
Everything you
Yeah,
have
looks a little bit unsure.
this time. Yes, that's squat command. Brace it hard. It will move. Let's see it, Justin.
Oh, a little bit of a wobble, but he gets it up.
Yeah, he's went through that sticking point. 2
Right.
to 1. Still
Yeah,
good lift.
I think he might have been a little bit in his head, but his coach clearly knew that was the right call to make.
See it now, Finnan. Unwraps it just as easy as the last attempt. Come on.
And now we've got Ali closing up flight A squats here. 252.5 kilos on the bar.
Now, Ali.
Yeah, 17.5 kilo PB if he gets this.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Kilos on the bar. Over.
Strongest squat of this flight.
8 ton on the back of Ali.
Oh, he's fighting it.
Oh,
He's
wow.
fighting it.
He keeps it. Oh, that was a fight. I thought he lost it at about 3
Yeah.
different points in that.
2 to 1. I think the red light is for downwards movement.
Yeah, I think you're possibly right about that. Okay, we are moving now straight on to flight B. Now, this is where the podium spots will be established. We got quite a few. We got quite a few people fighting for those podium spots. So, second and first place nominations at the moment. We've got Shubhang and Jay Batten. Now, Shubhang, I guarantee you, is on approximately 2 to 2.5 grams of caffeine today. He really wants a win. He really wants redemption after his last competition as well. But he's going to have to fight off Jay Batten, who, to say he's built different is an understatement. This is a man who somehow, at the age of 29, is able to compete seemingly every couple of weeks. His last full power competition was about 7 weeks ago. He competed at a bench only competition 2 weeks ago. He's got a lot of recovery. And Shubhang is a little bit more fresh. I think he competed about 9 weeks ago. So it's really going to be interesting to see who comes out on top. But also that third place position, I reckon there are about 4 people fighting for that today. The first of whom we just saw, Aaron Spencer, a Team Oxford. Now, Aaron and Shubham went back-to-back a few weeks ago at the Oxford versus Cambridge Varsity. So whichever one of them comes out on top today will be the ultimate test of which university is better, of course.
It's going to be quite of a battle here to watch.
It will. We've also got names such as James West as well, representing Nottingham Uni. A former international competitor in sub-juniors. So we've got a lot to play for today. This is where the podium will shape up.
And now we've got Nathaniel here, same weight as Christopher. The previous two lifters moved their weight really easily.
Yeah, Nathaniel's best squat is 243.
So it is some type of record he holds.
Yeah, I think safe to say he's going to blast through that today. That was a rapid opener.
Assuming it's some type of regional record he holds.
A lot of these competitors are fairly fresh out of their previous competitions.
Now we've got Alex here, Alex Walker, 240 kilos on the bar.
This is his first national competition. He qualified at Northwest Juniors a couple of months ago. And already squatting 2.5 kilos below his PB.
Wow, that is very impressive. Looks really confident as well.
Yeah, you know, all of the information I had about the podium might be out of date by now already. Looking at how some of these squats are moving.
We've got Harry now, 245 on the bar.
Harry representing University of Exeter.
Harry is one of the heaviest people in the 93 class, weighing in at 92.9.
Wow.
Just 100
Right on
grams
the line.
off.
Yeah. Clearly pretty good at water cutting.
Assuming he was cutting for this class.
Assuming, well, I have to imagine if you're not cutting into it, you're
Yeah.
probably going to want to aim quite a bit lower than 92.9.
Wow,
Oh,
that
very
moved
nice.
really good, yeah.
Yeah. And the Exeter team usually show out for these competitions. So we're going to hear a lot of support from the audience.
We've got Harry now, 247. Oh, sorry, no, Kelechi now, 247.5 on the bar.
Yeah, Kelechi representing University of Essex, who have brought a very strong team to this competition.
Let's see if he can smoke this opener here on platform 1.
2.5 kilos below the opener.
47 kilos for an opening squat. Huge weights now.
Excuse me, 2.5 kilos below the PB is what I meant to say.
410 kilos.
Wow, that.
Okay.
When did he compete last time? I'm assuming he's competed.
a while ago actually. He last competed 9 months. Oh, depth.
2 to 1, yeah.
2 to 1 for depth. Yeah, no, it's been a while since he last competed.
But the strength is there, Kelechi.
And the ball loaded on platform 1.
Got, yeah, James West now. I think this is a sub-junior he was on about, that competed internationally.
Yeah, he competed in sub-juniors in 2022. And last year he came 3rd at BUCS and 5th at the World Uni Championships.
So he is a very experienced lifter here.
Yes. Experienced indeed.
Very easy. Let's see if James can move the weight just as
He's
nice.
got quite a wide stance here.
Come on, James.
Wow, that moved really well.
Yeah, very easy.
Whoa, that was nice.
22.5 kilos below his PB.
Now we have
So you'd expect it to move well. And up next we have one of our podium contenders, Shubham Nagalatima, representing University of Cambridge.
nice. Easy opening squat is what we want. And the ball loaded as well now on platform.
Bar is loaded for Shubham.
150.
Yep, and he looks calm, but make no mistake, he is battling cardiac arrest right now with the amount of caffeine he consumes on comp day.
You can tell he assumed a lot of caffeine.
Platform 1 also with a nice easy unwrap. Gets the squat.
Oh, very nice.
Really quick.
Yeah, so his PB is 275. He attempted 280 at the Cambridge versus Oxford Varsity a few weeks ago. just missed it out on strength.
And now we've got Jay. 260, I think that says. Yeah, 260.
260. Yep, Jay currently nominated in first. He wants to defend that for sure. He is a strong lad. I think it's fair to say.
Big weights getting loaded now. Both lifters unwrap the bar together. Opening strong. Strong command on both platforms. Yep. Nicely done on platform 2.
Wow, that was a very nice opener.
Yeah, that moved very well. We definitely have a battle shaping up.
And now we've got Thomas Lee coming out with 270. This is him matching his PB here, so this is going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, this is so this is actually his first national competition, his second competition overall. So coming out to match his personal best.
It's very impressive.
He's currently nominated in 5th or 6th, I believe. But yeah, based on how this moves, I think he's a real threat for that podium today.
Wow, that was really low.
That was deep. I was worried he'd get folded over by the weight there for a moment, but no, he handled that extremely well. And I don't think 270 is his PB anymore. I think he's gonna destroy that today.
And now we've got Mason ending the openers here. 272.5 on the bar.
Yeah, this is our biggest
Squat.
squat opener.
Yeah. And this is 7.5 kilos of his current PB. Actually, no. I've read that as 265, but it actually says 285.
Yeah, he is a strong squatter.
Yeah. Really close to 300.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see 300 today.
We've got 2-1 here.
Yeah, depth call from the center referee. Okay, so looking at how things are shaping up currently, we have Thomas Lee leading the pack, but with Jay Batten matching him, but a little bit heavier on body weight. And then I'm looking at the prognosis, not the squats. I'm maybe getting a bit ahead of myself. The squats are in the order that you see them in on the right-hand side there.
Got Aaron now, 250. This is a 15 kilo jump from his opener, which is big.
Yeah, this will be 5 kilos below his PB, which, considering he's nominated 4th place.
We've got a few squatters here squatting in flats as well,
Yeah.
which is becoming more common now to see.
Yeah, I can only attest to my own experience, but heels aren't for everyone. Sometimes, if you don't need them, if you have good enough ankle mobility, they can actually end up knocking you off balance a little bit. I'm only saying that because I had that exact issue. Now squatting in flats, and I don't have issues. Well,
And we've got Christopher here, being handled by one of the lifters from yesterday that holds the bench record now.
oh yeah, tell me more. Tell me more.
Well, he hit 108.5, which is incredible.
That's a lot of weight. 3 white lights. That was a 15 kilo jump, so big jump. Handled it well.
And now we've got Nathaniel. It says 252 on the bar, just like Christopher.
Nathaniel getting ready for the unwrap now. 252 on the back for now.
Yeah, whatever that record was.
Come on now, Nathaniel, let's
He's
see it.
beating it.
Yeah, it's not a personal record. Well, hopefully. Not a personal record after this.
Wow, really low that was. Ooh,
Yeah, powers through.
it was really nice. And Alex now, same weight as Nathaniel. That was really low in the replay.
time, Tyler.
Okay, we have the same weight now on the bar for Alex Walker.
For the same 252
This is 10 kilos over his current PB here.
Just ask the platform crew to center the bar there. That's something often the referees will keep an eye out for, but in this case, he wasn't happy with it. Can ask them to do that.
Ooh,
Alternatively, can do it himself.
it's a bit of a fight, but he still got it up.
We quite like so, he gets it. And that was 10 kilo PB.
And Harry as well, getting ready.
And now we've got Harry here, 260,
Big Harry. Let's see it, Harry.
2.5 kilos over his current PB,
Yes.
away from his current PB.
Gets the squat command. Yeah. Nicely done. Harry now unracking 260 kilos.
He is one of the tall 93s here.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. He looks ginormous on the
Yeah,
camera.
he's really tall.
Yeah. Looks less tall in real life.
Yeah, it
which
doesn't
is
affect the
interesting.
squat though, which is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, you see quite often, particularly with the younger lifters, people tend to be quite tall for the weight classes. They haven't quite settled into their correct weight class. You're pointing at yourself here. You've got a story.
Yeah. I'm quite tall. I'm in the 63s. I did move up a weight class though.
It takes time to build the muscle mass
I've
you
got
need.
long femurs as well, which I struggle to squat.
Oh dear. The nightmare scenario. Okay, Kalechi has taken a 15 kilo jump. It's a massive PB, despite missing the opener. I think was it for depth?
Yeah, it was there. I think it was both the side refs. And that looks a lot better.
God, that was rapid as well.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, 3 white
Yeah,
lights.
amazing to see. He looks really happy as well.
That's yeah. That's how you do a PB. You're right, it did look a lot deeper. I wasn't sure the first time round, but on the replay.
And now we've got James West here. 267.5.
Yeah.
17.5 kilo jump. Oh.
Yeah, he's quite. He opened quite far away from his PB.
Yeah.
So right now this puts him 5.5 kilos under the PB. But yeah, James West is a podium contender. You can see currently based on the prognosis, he's nominated in 5th. However, he was 4th a second ago. That's just because previous person's put in a squat attempt. So after he gets this and puts in an attempt, we'll see that change. Speaking of podium contenders, Shubhang. Now, one of the advantages that Shubhang has is he does have a massive deadlift. So he'll be able to wait and see what he needs to pull to get onto that podium, whatever spot he wants.
Oh wow, his deadlift is 325 kilos. He's
Yeah.
a deadlift specialist here.
He's actually quite well rounded.
Quite tall as well. Wow, that was a bit of a fight.
Yeah, it was. Those plates on the left-hand side there are quite loose.
He doesn't look that happy.
No. He won't look happy till the end of the day,
Yeah.
I think. And that's assuming the day goes well for him. Like I say, he's currently battling imminent death from the amount of caffeine that he has consumed.
You've got Jay now.
Yeah. When I say 2 grams, that's not an exaggeration. That's about 30 cups of coffee, I think, if my maths is correct. Jay Batten. 77.5. That's a big jump as well.
Wow. Looks quite deep.
Yeah, that was a strong squat. And you're going to see later when we come around to the deadlifts, all the coaches are going to be watching all the lifters to figure out what they need to do for their own lifters.
And now the bar is loaded for Mason. 287.5, I think that says, yeah.
That's correct.
2.5 kilos over his current PB.
See, is he lining himself up for a big 300 squat?
He did have the strongest squat in the openers here, but now Thomas Lee went up to 290.
Yeah, massive jump there. Let's see how Mason handles this.
Oh.
Oh,
For that moved really smoothly for a second attempt here. No
very
sticking point.
smooth. Yeah, I wasn't sure about the depth though.
Oh, 2 to 1.
That's
To
gonna
that.
be an upset.
I see the depth there. Oh, it did look like it was borderline.
Yeah, I think he just did cut it a bit too high. Well, obviously he did because got a no lift for that one. So
And now, ending their second attempt, so Thomas Lee, 290 on the bar. Really hope he hits the 300 mark for his third attempt here. Be a massive achievement for him.
yeah, Thomas came into the competition nominated in 6th place, and yet is currently on prognosis going toe to toe with Jay Batten. However, the day is young. We're only on the second attempt.
This is 20 kilos over his current PB. Wow. That was a bit of a fight.
He fought through that well though. 3 white lights.
I'm not sure he has 300 in him for his third attempt. I think he might have 295 in there.
I think we just have to wait and see what the coach does. Will the coach be smart and line up for the win?
Yeah, we'll
or
see.
are we going for personal goals today?
And we are finally on our third attempt here for Flight B squat. And we've got Alex, just the platform crew, stripping the bar, and now the bar is loaded for Alex, 255.
Yeah. Doesn't look as though he's coming out for this though.
Still got a whole minute though, 45 seconds.
Yeah, so the lifters have 1 minute once the bar is loaded. It's called by the center referee to come out and do their attempt. Sometimes you do see, it looks as though he's put 2.5 kilos on for his third attempt and is not coming out. So that suggests perhaps he's had enough after the second.
Some lifters might do it to save energy for bench and deadlifts.
Yeah, it's considered the sportsmanlike thing to do in a flight this relatively short, to just let it time out, give everyone else a bit of a rest. If it was a long flight of 14 plus, I think it's actually the sportsmanlike thing to do, to maybe scrap your third attempt, not make everyone wait another minute.
And he did not come out, so that is a no lift for Alex.
Yeah, automatic no lift.
And now we've got Nathaniel here, 260 on the bar. This would be a massive PB for him if he gets this.
Yeah, I don't know what that record was. Actually, I did look into it. It has been taken by someone else. Hopefully this is enough to take it back though. But off the top of my head, I think it was a West Midlands junior record, but it's now been superseded.
Let's see how this moves, Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, that was a bit too heavy for him.
Yeah, unfortunately, not there today.
But he still came out with a PB.
Big PB as well, yeah.
And now we've got Aaron Spencer, 262.5 on the bar.
Yeah, this will be a 7.5 kilo PB.
The crowd is cheering for him as well.
Yeah, to give credit where credit's due, the Oxford Uni lifters do support each other quite well. That is, of course, the only thing they do well.
Come on now, lads. Let's see it now, Aaron. Huge third attempt.
It does look like his wrist wraps are touching the bar.
From my angle, it looks okay. The referees aren't fussed by
Yeah,
it.
we'll see what the refs say. And that is 3
Alright,
highlights. He looks
good
really
lift.
happy.
He does.
He looks really happy.
To
bless him.
infinity and beyond, Aaron. Yeah, let's see it from another angle.
Wow, that looked really good.
Yeah, that's a solid squat. He's
Very
left
nice
energy for deadlift.
technique as well.
Yeah, he's a big puller, so he'll like that he saved energy for deadlift.
Christopher Hoy now, 265 on the bar. And this is our hype drop lifter, energetic lifter.
Yeah. Representing University of Strathclyde. He's come a long way to be here today.
Oh, that's all the way in Scotland, I think.
Yeah, Glasgow.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Ah, that was a fantastic fight. The referees say
3
white
white
lights.
lights. He looked really happy.
Yeah, great work there.
And now we have got Harry. 267.5 on the bar. 5 kilo PB if he gets this.
Yeah, the numbers are quite small. It's a bit difficult to see his screen. But you could always do the plate maths. Read it off the bar.
Oh, he's fighting for
deep.
it.
Oh,
Ooh,
there we go.
wow.
That's a grind.
Let's see what the refs say. It was a good lift.
Yeah, he looks relieved.
That was an amazing fight.
All right, the 5th red plate is up on the bar, 275 kilos.
And shebang now. 275.
Yeah, his second attempt looked quite difficult. And of course, he's got a lot to lose, coming into this nominated second. Currently 3rd on prognosis.
He looks really amped up.
Yeah, he is fired up. But he's done this weight before. I don't know if he knows what's on the bar though, or whether
Oh,
he's
he's
just...
fighting for it.
Wow. I think that was the right number.
It looked a lot better than his second attempt as well.
There, he was a lot more fired up for that one. There we go, he comes off the platform.
Wow. He did really well. And now we've got James West.
277.5. Currently 4th place on prognosis. So it's important for each of these lifters to not push themselves too far, not overreach on their 3rd squats. And of course their coaches will be making the decision. That's one of the benefits of having a handler. When you come off that platform saying, yeah, I could squat 280, and the coach knows you probably could not squat 280, that's when it's useful to have someone else making the decisions.
He looks really calm and collected.
It's a small PB for him as well.
And he's driving.
Oh, he fights through.
Wow. That was a grind.
That was a perfect number.
I think that was a perfect 3rd attempt there.
Looks a little lightheaded. I think he is. I think he needs a bit of a lie down.
And now we've got Kalechi. 280. Wow, another big jump.
Making a big jump, yeah.
30 kilo PB if he gets this. That is insane.
That is a massive PB, yeah. And I hope he does get this because it'll make things more interesting. Another lifter throwing their hat into the ring.
30 kilo added to your total is honestly really big.
Yeah, he came into this nominated, I think, 9th. So if he can fight for that podium.
Wow, that was a big brace. Oh. Oh.
Oh no, I'm not sure it would have been deep enough anyway.
That was a
if
bit
he
of a
had got it.
misgroove.
It was, yeah, bit of a wobble on the way up. I don't know if we'll see the replay. No, I suppose not. Anyway, Mason Green Prosper. 287.5. Was it a depth score on the previous one?
Yeah, it was, yeah. Come on, Mason.
And Mason on platform 1. Big squats now for the 3rd attempt. Mason on right. This time now, Mason.
No.
Oh.
Just a touch too much.
Yeah, all the way down, and then he knew instantly he wasn't coming back up from that, unfortunately. Caught the spotters by surprise, but they kept him safe.
And now we've got Jay coming out with the same weight as Mason.
2.5 kilo personal best if he gets this. And you can see on the right-hand side there on prognosis, Jay and Thomas at exactly the same weight. They just have to get their 3rd attempts in. And you were saying Thomas didn't have 300 in him. Well, he's loaded it up.
Oh, wow.
So I hope he proves you wrong.
Yeah. If he gets that, that would be honestly amazing.
So I don't know if you can see it on the live stream, but his calves are popping right now.
Wow.
Oh, what a fight.
That was really smooth
amazing, yeah.
for a third attempt. Wow. He
And when
definitely has more in him.
Yeah. When he's on the platform, he looks pretty scary, but he's a lovely, lovely guy. Soft-spoken. Just a nice
And
person.
this is a record attempt for the open squat record, the uni open squat record. If he gets this, this will be insane. 290 was a bit of a grind, but he did have at least 10-minute rest there.
Yeah, he just has to switch on a bit. It's definitely not outside the realm of possibility here, but he's really going to need to be focused and get everything right.
Hopefully he gets this.
Yeah, and of course he needs this to stay in contention for first place.
Come on, Thomas. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
it's deep. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Wow. That would have been an incredible grind.
bit of a nosebleed as well.
Oh no.
Wow. And that was an amazing grind, but
Yeah, so that brings us to the end of squats.
yeah.
In 10 minutes, we will be lifting off for bench press, so don't go anywhere. Things are getting more exciting. So, oh, we can't look at the placings at the moment, unfortunately. But, yeah, do stick around for bench press. Like I say, it's where things get exciting.
Manufactured exclusively in Great Britain at SBD's state-of-the-art facility, these new 7mm powerlifting knee sleeves have been designed for competitive powerlifters that need the maximum possible support from their sleeves. An innovative new high-grade neoprene offers enhanced second skin compression that molds to the joint all the way through the range of motion. No gapping during flexion means that the knee joint is supported consistently all the way through the lift, helping lifters maintain form and bar speed as they approach maximal attempts. Heavyweight linings, edging and seams, and abrasion-resistant outers that are designed to withstand even the most aggressive fitting make the 7mm knee sleeve the most robust sleeves in SBD's product portfolio. Engineered in Great Britain to SBD's exacting standards, each sleeve is carefully scrutinized by a team of highly trained quality control personnel and comes as standard with SBD's antimicrobial technology and a 1-year warranty.
Okay, welcome back to British University Championships, Day 3, Platform 1, Session 1, Bench Attempt 1. We are lifting off in about 15 seconds, just waiting for some referees. Justin Infante, 135 kilos loaded up on the bar.
Let's also look at the records here. 216 kilos is the record for bench here. That is a really big bench. We'll see if anyone beats it today.
Yeah, I haven't seen what the next flight have put on. But yeah, 216 is a lot of weight.
That is a big bench. Alright, just waiting for the refs here, and then we will start. And the bar is loaded for Justin.
Yeah, so in bench press, lifters are really just going to be trying to build their total, set themselves up for something, for whatever they need to pull on the third attempt. Particularly in the second flight, because that's where the podium fight will be taking place. Of course, not to discredit anyone in this flight, but it's very difficult to defend a podium position when you're in the first flight.
Wow, that moved really quick. It was a nice press as well.
Just waiting on the lights. Oh, one of them's lost connection, it seems.
That is a good lift for Justin.
Next we have 137.5 for Ben. Bars loaded on platform 1.
We've got Ben now, 137.5.
So bench press is also probably the most technical of the 3 lifts. Deadlifting is just grip it and rip it. Squat is just sit up and sit down, stand up again. Bench, you have to get every little thing right. I used to think, actually, for me personally, that I had a fairly robust setup, that I didn't have to get things perfect. But recently, I've noticed, you know, the foot positioning slightly wrong, or the bench is a little too hard, or I don't know, you hit the rack on the way up because it's a slightly different rack to what you're used to. Just everything can mess it up. So that also makes it can make it a bit unpredictable.
Yeah, bench is also one of the longest lifts out of 3 because it's got 3 commands.
Oh, tell me about the 3 commands.
What the 3 commands are?
Yeah?
3 commands are start, press, and rack.
That's the start command. And the press. And the rack. Nicely demonstrated.
Really easy, yeah.
Nicely demonstrated by centre referee Adam Riley.
The ref is also given a nice pause, not too long and not too short.
Looking to see who they have on the other platform. I have seen a ref walking around here who I think gives harsh pauses. But I can't see him at the moment.
And now we've got Mitchell, 145, same weight as Jonathan.
We also tend to see people taking smaller jumps in bench press, and that's because even small jumps can make a big difference.
Honestly, a 2.5 kilo can make a massive difference to your bench. It will move or it will not move at all.
Yeah, it's quite surprising actually. Even if some of these people are opening 5 or 10 kilo, or well, yeah, 5 or 10 kilos below their PB, they might not get near that today because, yeah, like we say, small jumps. Big difference. There are some people who take massive jumps, 10, 12.5 kilos, but definitely in the minority.
And we've got Mason now, 147.5. His bench is 160, so 12.5 kilos away.
Yeah, of course, what always happens is I start talking about how people don't take big jumps, and then people like Jonathan Cook come along and take a 10 kilo jump.
It's a really nice setup.
Yeah, another thing that can throw things off a bit is if your feet slip along the platform surface. It looked like his feet were slipping a bit when he set up, but didn't seem to throw him off. 3 white lights. It's a good lift.
And we've got David now, same weight as Mason.
Opening 2.5 kilo below his PB. Although, actually, no, that is his PB. So I guess when you're injured and you're not training squat and deadlift, the bench training can really take off.
Wow, that was a very fast ascent.
Yeah, it was.
Well, it works and it moves.
Yeah, may have broken a rib or two. But he moved it.
Got Brandon now.
He's still just as fired up.
Yeah, almost hyped up lifter here.
Definitely the most hyped lifter on the platform.
has a bit of a long range of motion there. There's a big range of motion there.
Yeah, despite that, one of the biggest benches in the flight.
Yeah.
Now, something that a lot of people don't know about is you can actually request the referee to stand over you so you can see the hand signals when they give the commands. And they also stand closer to you and shout the commands louder. So if you do have trouble hearing the referee, sometimes the music is a bit loud, sometimes your hearing might not be so good. You can actually request that.
Also got 2 platforms going on, which is very hard to listen to.
Yeah, that doesn't help. And you get a little bit of crosstalk between the platforms sometimes. The ref gives a command on one platform and lifter on the other platform responds to it. And sometimes we've got the warm-up area right behind that screen at the back. Sometimes you get a bit of crosstalk from there as well. So I do encourage you, if you're at a noisy competition, feel free to ask the referee to stand a bit closer to you when giving the signals. Yusuf made light work of that.
And now we've got Ali. 152.5. That is him matching his PB there on his opener, which is very impressive.
It is indeed a match PB.
This is our first lifter using a belt as well during bench, which is quite rare to see.
Yeah. I don't know if you've tried benching with a belt. I find it just messes up your arch. You can't get as much.
Never tried it.
Yeah. I find you can't arch as much when you've got a belt there. Some people, particularly in equipped lifting, they'll use a thin belt. Might be worth a shot.
We've got Zach now, our heaviest bencher here, strongest bencher. Oh no, same weight as Ali though, so it's going to be a battle between Zach and Ali.
Yeah, but look at that PB. We're already 2.5 kilos above it.
Yeah.
So I guess that begs the question of who's going to take the bigger jumps. We can already see Ali's taking a 7.5 kilo jump. Well, quite a few lifters attempting 160 on the next attempt.
Wow, that moved really well.
Yeah, very easy. I think we'll see at least 160 get put on for the second.
And now we are starting off with second attempts. Justin, 140 kilos on the bar. This is 5 kilos away from his current PB. So I'm assuming he's either going to match it or go 2.5 kilos above.
Well, he's taken a 5 kilo jump after the first attempt,
Yeah.
and normally you'll see people take the same or smaller jump up to the third. So if I had to put my my bet on anything, I would say matched or 2.5 lower.
Yeah,
Unless-
I agree.
Of course, there is a third option, potentially missing this and having to retake it, but certainly not what I'm hoping for. So yeah, we should start putting money on the on the attempts. Although you've been pretty spot on, so I think I'd end up quite a bit out of pocket if we did that.
Oh, it did move a bit slow off the chest, but past that point it moved well.
Yeah, it also looked tilted when it was on his chest. I don't know if he's just messed up the touch a little bit.
Yeah, I think he will be matching his PB.
Well, the coach has put in the attempt now, so we'll see in a moment.
We've got Ben now, 145. Yep, Justin went for 145, matching his PB.
Yep, and speaking of matching PBs, Ben is matching his PB on this one with 145 as well.
You know, matching a PB on bench on an opener or a second attempt is very impressive because bench is hard to progress in.
I suppose the other way you could look at it is you're not going to get a PB on the third unless you match the PB on the second. Particularly if you're someone who takes small jumps.
Wow, that was really smooth. Really quick as well.
Yeah. Drama-free second bench press attempt.
He's got a nice arch as well.
Yeah, so you may see discourse online about how arching is cheating. All I'll say is if you are someone who lifts in the gym and you don't normally arch, give it a go and see if it really helps you that much. It certainly helps keep shoulders safe,
Yeah, it helps technique-wise as well.
Yeah, so it does cut the range of motion a bit, to be fair, and it does change the angle of your chest such that you're a little bit stronger, but it's not it's not cheating the way some people say it's cheating, in my opinion.
I personally think it keeps you more tight.
That's true, it does do that as well, especially when you're pushing with the legs. You can see.
It moves because his leg drive.
Yeah, you can see those quads really engaged from that side angle that we're getting on the replay, and that's because the lifters are really pushing with their legs as well. Benches, surprisingly,
Full body movement.
full body movement. Yeah, exactly.
Got Mason now, 155. 2 red plates and a yellow plate. Looks really satisfying.
Yeah. Looks like the bar's on fire.
He's taking his time to set up, which is really good. Wow, it was really nice.
Yeah, pretty snappy.
Yeah, a bit slow off the chest as well, but it is a second attempt.
Yeah. And this is where we'll see whether people take 2.5 or 5 kilo jumps, how much weight will be enough to bury them. My headphones have been unplugged, so I've got no idea if anyone can hear me. I also will not be able to hear a word you say.
We've got David now, 155 kilos, same weight as Mason here. This is 5 kilos over his current PB. Really good to see. Let's see how this moves. Wow, it was a very fast ascent, but it did move. Very nice.
Yep, that's a big PB.
And we've got Jonathan Cook now, 155, same weight. I think it's very popular now. 155 and 160 are very popular attempts.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't know about you, but when your PB ends in a 2.5, it just feels more awkward when you're explaining your PBs to people, particularly non-powerlifters.
Because you have to mention the 0.5.
Yeah.
That 0.5 matters.
Yeah, exactly. So it does matter.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're being facetious. It does matter.
It was really smooth.
Yeah.
Smooth off the chest. He doesn't look quite happy though. Not too sure
No,
why.
well, he's been looking fairly. Oh no, you're right. He does look a bit upset.
Yeah.
He's been fairly stoic all day.
Might be waiting on for deadlifts. We've got Zach now. Yep, Zach now, 157.5
Uh huh.
on the bar.
Yep. Those 0.5 kilos, they count.
He's just asking how he wants his lift off.
Yeah. So lifters are able to ask for the center referee for a lift off or a bit of help getting the bar out of the rack. And some people will be very specific about how they want it, other people will not. So the quality of the lift off will partly depend on how well they're able to explain it. It's another of those things that's quite high risk, high reward, because on the one hand, you save a bit of energy getting the bar out of the rack, but on the other hand, if the lift off is bad, it can really throw you off.
Wow, that was really smooth.
That was easy.
Yeah.
What do you think for the third?
If that is 157, I think he might go 165.
Yeah, I'm going to put my money on 162. I think he's going to take another 5 kilo jump. 165, I think it could be there, but I don't think he'll take it.
Yeah, I think he did go. No, that was Mason that went for 162.5.
Yeah, we're still waiting to see what Zach puts on.
Yeah, he's still writing his attempt as handlers.
Yeah, in the meantime.
Yeah, we've got Ali now, 160. The next 3 lifters are doing 160 now.
Yeah. Platform crew, I'm sure, are very happy about that.
We're going to see what Zach is putting in for his third in a minute. 165.
Oh, wow, you were right. How is it?
Oh, I thought you was right. Oh, no, you said
No,
5 kilo jump.
you were right. I
Yeah.
said it would be a 5 kilo
yeah,
jump.
I said 7.5 kilo jump.
Yeah. I guess when you're feeling really confident and really strong, it does make sense to take a bigger jump after the second. I personally wouldn't do that. I personally avoid that.
Yeah, I agree. And we've
But
got
yeah, I think
Brandon
strength
now.
is there.
It's one
Oh,
of our
wow.
strongest benches here.
Of course, when you're that fired up, can't afford not to be.
I think compared to all his free lifts, I think his bench is one of his strongest ones. He's got a really nice arch as well.
And you're right, he does have a long range of motion.
Yeah, look. There's a bit of a fight.
Yeah. He's got a big pull as well. What you'd expect with long arms.
Yeah. Disadvantage on bench, but an advantage on deadlift.
Yeah. So interesting to see that he's benching so much. It might just be his training history. He might have just done a lot of bench pressing and not a lot of squatting and deadlifting, and so his squats and deadlifts are just still catching up.
And now, closing up the second attempt, we've got Yusuf, 160. Very interested to see between Ali, Brandon and Yusuf who's going to be our strongest bench shot in this flight. And it looks like it's going to be between Ali and Yusuf. That was really quick.
Yeah.
That definitely has a 7.5 kilos in there.
Yeah, I think so. I think if they want to play it safe, I could see them putting 5 on, but 7.5 I think
Yeah.
will be there.
And we've got our third attempts now.
That's the thing. Sometimes the way people drop off at their top end can be quite rapid. Like you say, 2.5 kilos is a big jump. They might make a one weight move really quickly, and then another 2.5 kilos is enough to just stall it.
And Ali and Yusuf are going for the same weight, so they are both our strongest benchers in this flight.
Which one's a lighter lift though?
Not too sure. I need to see on that.
Yeah, lighter lifter wins it.
Let's see how this 145 moves. I really like his setup. It's very slow and he takes his time.
Ben up next with his third bench, 127.5 on platform 2.
Wow, he's fighting it. That was really nice.
It was tilted again on the chest.
Yeah.
But that's just his style.
It was a bit fast off the chest, but then that sticking point.
Ben up next with 160 on platform 1.
Yeah, it was quite tilted on the right hand side.
Yeah, moved well. There might even have been another 2.5 there. Moved like the second actually.
Yeah, we've got Ben now, 150.
Yeah, another lifter taking a 5 kilo jump.
I think 5 kilo jumps is the most popular one in bench.
Yeah, certainly between second and third attempts. And for the lighter lifters between first and second.
Wow. That did not look like a third attempt there. But it was a bit of a grind.
Yeah, it was a bit of a grind. I think another 2.5 might just have been a little bit too much. Might
Yeah,
have
I
just
think-
lost that fight.
Yeah, I think they made the right choice here.
157.5 on platform 1.
Yeah, I think that was the right choice to make. Got Mitchell now. 157.5.
Another 5 kilo jump.
And a 5 kilo PB. He gets this. So he did match his PB on his second. Let's see how this moves. Wow, that looked like a second attempt in my opinion.
Yeah, that was very convincing.
It was really nice. He looks happy as well.
160 on platform 1.
Now back up to 160.
And David looks really confident here.
Yeah, this is a massive PB.
Oh wow, I just realised, flat A bench, everyone has gotten a good lift.
Wow.
Really nice.
Don't speak too soon. We don't
Yeah.
want to curse it.
Hopefully everything's going to be filled out with greens. Oh, he's
Rapid to the chest
pushing.
again. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
What a grind.
oh.
Oh no.
Spoke
Oh, what a
too
shame.
soon. Spoke too soon.
Yeah, it was so close. I think even just a little bit of an updraft from below him would have been enough to just fight through that sticking point.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if anyone was going to fail their third, it obviously had to be an Oxford lifter. Same weight stays on the bar for Jonathan Cook. He came off after his last one, not looking super happy.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That was very smooth and controlled.
Yeah, fought through that really well. Big highlights. We're going to get a smile.
He looks
So much.
okay with it.
The corners of his mouth might have gone up a teeny bit.
Yeah.
Well, he might be having a tough day. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
We've got Mason now, 162.5 kilos on at the bar. 2.5 kilo jump if he gets this.
Yeah, his personal best is sitting at 160. So I'm sure he really wants this.
Next up, Oliver Sanders with 132.5.
Just taking his time to set up. No, he has 20 seconds on the clock till his start command.
Yeah, if you see lifters time out on any lift, it's usually bench. Oh, wow, they move really well.
Yeah.
It's usually bench. The setup takes so long, you only really get a chance to do it once. So if for whatever reason the referee isn't happy with your setup and they tell you to re-rack the bar and redo it, that can happen. Particularly if your grip is too wide, there's a maximum limit on how wide your hands can be placed. Yeah, if they tell you to reset it, then yeah, that can be game over.
Yeah, we've got Brandon now. Very hyped up again. I'm excited to see how hyped up he's going to be for deadlifts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
that's
bench.
the lift that everyone's always hyped up for.
Yeah. All I'm saying is I'm glad I'm wearing noise cancelling headphones right now. Oh wow. Oh my goodness, he's a fighter.
Wow, that looks really quick. See what the refs
Fortunately, I
say?
think it'll get called.
Yeah,
but
downwards.
Oh,
No, I thought
wow.
it'd be for downwards movement.
Yeah, me too. I'm pleased for him. I'm surprised, but I'm pleased for him.
That was really good.
You know what? I have to say it was wobbly, but it didn't.
Yeah.
If you watch the centre of the bar, it actually didn't go down.
It always depends on what the refs say, but
Yeah.
Brandon has gone 3 for 3 on bench. That's good.
Yeah, sometimes it can look like it can look like downward movement if one of your hands moves up and the other one is stuck in place. That causes one end of the bar to move down. But the referees know to look out for that.
Got Zach now, 165.
Yeah, he's taken a bigger jump after the second attempt than he did after the opener. So he's clearly feeling very strong.
He's got a very wide grip. Oh wow,
Oh, wow.
that moved
Yeah.
very well for a third attempt.
Yeah, that
I
was the right
really
call.
happy.
He is very happy. That was
Look
the
at
right
that
call.
celebration. Now we've got Ali, 167.5 kilos on the bar. I think this will be a 15 kilo PB if he gets this.
That's a big PB, especially for bench press.
Oh, and he is fast on the prognosis here.
Oh, wow.
That was really smooth,
Lovely
really
fight.
quick.
Yeah. Oh, no. He gets called. So side referees
I think
give
it might
a
be
yellow
his
light.
Bum.
Yeah, that's usually what it is. If the side referees are calling in for that, that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
So you have to keep your head on the bench, you have to keep your shoulders on the bench, you have to keep your bum on the bench, and you have to keep your feet flat on the floor. So if usually the point of contact that breaks is the bum coming off the bench, and if that happens, that will manifest in the side referees giving a yellow light, and that's what you saw just a moment ago with Ali. It does give Yusuf the opportunity to come out with the biggest bench of the flight.
Yeah. Wow, that sticking point, he's gone through that sticking point. He went past it, it was really good.
Yeah, I think another 2.5 might have just buried him there. That was a great call.
He smiles, walks off smiling, he's really happy.
And now we move on to the second flight.
And our first lifter is Nathaniel. He is starting off with 75. So I am assuming that he might be injured.
Yeah, that is usually what it is when you see a lifter put 75 on when their PB is well above 75.
Could be a shoulder injury, could be a pec injury.
I hope he didn't pick that up today.
Yeah.
I didn't see what he put as his opener earlier. It's possible he hurt himself during squats.
Wow.
Nice and easy work, as you'd expect. When that's 50% of his PB.
He did put in for a second attempt.
It could just be a placeholder. He might have no intention of coming
125?
out. So he's put 125 in. So 125 is 2 red plates plus the collars at the end. So it might be the case that he's not planning to come out for that, and he's just put that in to make the spotters and loaders' lives a bit easier, so they don't have to load and unload a red. If he'd put in, I don't know, if he'd put in 80 kilos, they'd have to keep taking off red plates. But 125, it's highly likely that other lifters in the flight are going to be lifting something with 2 red plates on each end of the bar, plus some other plates. So 125 is a good bet to help make the spotters and loaders' lives a little bit easier. So I don't expect he'll come out for that. But who knows, maybe he'll take a 50 kilo jump.
Wow, that moved really nice. Looks pleased with it as well.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to see how Mason handles benching. Of the best time on squats, so hopefully bench will go a little bit better.
Christopher Hoy now, 150 kilos on the bar. It was really controlled. It was really nice.
Yeah, great work there.
Yeah, he gives a nod to his handler as well, so he's very confident.
Same weight now seeing on the bar for Aaron.
We've got Aaron up next at 150. Ball 30 for Aaron.
Very light work there for Aaron. It gets a call from the right side referee. I'm not sure what that was for. A yellow light. So the different coloured lights that go with the red lights. Yellow light can be pretty much anything.
And we've got Kelechi now, 150 as well. You know, benching the 150s in this class looks very popular. Most lifters here benching in the 150s. So it's 2.5 kilos over his PB, so a PB on his opener is impressive.
That is a good day for sure.
And
Up next we have Shubhang.
Oh, I just realised Shabang is not a junior. I thought he was a junior this whole time.
No, he's really old.
Oh,
Yeah.
how old?
Oh, at least 33.
So old.
No, I don't
Not
know
that
how old
old.
he is. I think he's just come out the juniors.
Oh wow, it's a bit of a fight for an opener.
It was, yeah.
He doesn't look that impressed.
No. But just has to make sure he can go 9 for 9.
Yeah. Got Alex now.
The fight for the podium is not over. There is plenty that can happen.
Yeah, we've got Alex now, 152.5. 2.5 kilos over his current PB as well. Wow, that moved really quick. James West now, 157.5. Oh wow, he's got quite a big bench, 170 here.
Yeah, opening well below that.
Assuming he's going to be taking big jumps.
He should be fairly fresh. He last competed a couple of months ago at European unis in Luxembourg. But still opening well below his personal bests. Might just be saving some energy, or perhaps his training has been going okay. Because as long as he stays in the pocket, he's going to have an opportunity to pull himself onto the podium. So it's very important he doesn't overstretch.
I think he might do a 5 kilo jumping on 162.5. We'll see what he puts in.
Yeah, he shrugged at his referee as if to say, just do whatever.
We've got Jay now. Same weight as James. Oh no, James did a 10 kilo jump.
Wow.
Wow.
But he's got to start making some ground there if he wants to give himself the best chance of getting onto that podium. He is nominated in 4th based on prognosis. Jay Batten makes very light work of that. Jay did bench 172.5, I think, a couple of weeks ago.
Wow, that's really impressive. And we've got Harry now, 160 kilos on the bar. 7.5 kilos away from his current PB. So I am assuming he might match it for a second. It was really nice, really quick as well.
Yeah, that was very easy. That bar has a long way to go. He's got quite long arms. So perhaps that was his big deadlifter.
And we've got Thomas Lee now, our strongest bencher in this flight so far. 182.5 kilos. That is a big jump from Harry. That is 22.5 kilos. He's a strong bencher.
2.5 kilos below his PB. Yeah, squat and bench are
Insanely
his
big,
lifts.
yeah. And
They are his
yeah.
lifts. He's gonna have to gain as much ground as he possibly can in the squat and bench, because he doesn't have the biggest deadlift. So whatever he does here, he's gonna have to set the bar for people to overtake him.
Yeah, and he is benching in squat shoes as well. I think this is one of our first lifters benching in squat shoes.
We move on to second round of bench press now. Nathaniel Woodbridge asked for 125.
If he comes out.
Yeah, I don't see him coming out. No, it looks as though he's not coming out.
Platform crew did change that weight really quickly.
Yeah, they're efficient.
And I think they're going to be loading up 145 any minute now.
So they do have to wait until it times out before they can start unloading the bar. So they can't just get it ready for the next lifter, unfortunately. But that's why Nathaniel has put in 125 rather than any other weight, because they have to load it anyway. And it means that for the next lifter, they just have to add, see, 145, they just have to add a green plate on each end. Whereas if he had kept it at 80 kilos or somewhere around then, they would have to unload and reload that red plate. But here we go, he's timed out. That is an automatic no lift. Mason Green Prosper wants 145 kilos.
Let's see how this moves. He looks really confident here. Wow, this is going to be a 2.5 kilo PB if he gets this.
PB on the second attempt is where you want to be. And if he gets this, this will also match his total PB.
Wow.
Potentially setting himself up for 700 plus today.
Yeah, that moved really well. Really quick as well.
Oh yeah, I think he's definitely got 700 plus in him today.
I think he might go 7.5 kilos or even 10 with that.
I'm going to guess 7.5.
Yeah. Oh no, he went 5.
Okay.
Got shebang now, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, he's taken a 2.5 kilo jump. The opener didn't move very well. Shebang. Oh, he fights through.
Moved a lot better than his opener, in my opinion.
It did, yeah. He's definitely a 2.5 kilo jump would be a wise decision, I think.
I think he might go another 2.5 kilo.
Well, he has to go at least 2.5 kilos. I don't think he's
Yeah.
going to put 5 on there, though. Bench is not moving great today, unfortunately.
And now we've got Christopher Hoy, 157.5. Doesn't look as hyped as he did. No, this is the wrong person.
No.
I think
They do look the same.
I think it's because of the singlets.
Yeah,
Both red.
I was thinking they do look quite similar, but no. Different flights, different
Yeah.
unis.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I did a double take when he first came on for bench press.
I was really confused why he was not as hyped. Oh, he looks really happy.
He does.
Really confident and moved really well.
Yeah, of course, it was a PB, and it moved well. So why would you not be happy?
Yeah, shebang did go 2.5 kilos.
Yeah, I think it's the right call.
Yeah. Got Aaron Spencer now, 157.5.
Yep.
Matching his PB here.
Aaron representing University of Oxford.
Wow.
That looked very easy.
Yeah, very easy.
What do you think? I think he might have another 7.5 in him, but I think I'll take a 5. That's my bet. Alex Walker, 160 kilos. Yeah, Aaron taking another 5 kilo jump to set himself up for a podium battle.
It was a bit of a grind for a second attempt.
It was a little sticky in the middle, yes.
I think he might go 2.5. Yeah, he did just say 2.5 to his handler.
Wise choice.
I've got Kalechi now. 160, does that say?
That does say 160.
Well, that said 180 for a minute.
That would be quite audacious. 30 kilo jump.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a 30 kilo jump on bench. Or at least not one that anyone's actually come out for. But it is a 10 kilo jump, which itself is still sizable.
Yeah, still quite big. Got a bit of a wide grip as well. Very wide grip, actually. Moved really well.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, that moved really well. And he is nominated currently in 6th based on prognosis, so these big jumps going to help him stay in the competition.
I think he definitely has another 10 kilos in him.
I'm putting money on 7.5.
And now we've got James West.
Also taking a 10 kilo jump.
Next with 142.5. Bars over added.
I think we've got James Handler handling 2 people at the same time in the same flight. He's handling Kelechi as well.
Yeah, that's pretty chaotic, particularly when they follow each other.
Yeah.
Because as James goes on the platform, Kelechi's next attempt has to go in. So you're watching James while also handling the next attempt. So
White lights for James.
luckily the table's right in front of us. So it makes that a bit easier.
145.
That was a very solid second
yeah,
attempt.
and now we've got Harry. Same weight as James West. This isn't matching his PB here.
Very quick press.
Yeah, that was really quick.
Yeah, so the centre referee's waiting to see that the bar is controlled on the chest. Usually what that means is just it's stationary on the chest. It's not bouncing around before they give the press command. Jay coming out with the same weight.
Very popular weight.
Yeah, we were saying earlier about 2.5 not being popular. It seems like it's reversed. Based on the prognosis, it looks like Jay has taken a big lead. I think it was Thomas's 3rd squat that just didn't move. So let's open the door for Jay to run away with that 1st place. Just has to make wise choices.
Oh, that moved really quick.
I think the smart choice there would be a 5 kilo jump. It
Yeah.
did move well, but Jay has everything to lose.
And our strongest bencher of this flight, 190 kilos for Thomas Lee. Wow. Let's see how this moves. 5 kilo PB if he gets this.
Yeah, there's a lot of weight.
Ooh, that was really slow off the chest. And he does sink the bar into his chest, which is quite rare to see as well. I think that moved pretty well for a second attempt.
Yeah, that did. It was a bit of a fight, but
I think he's going to add around 5 kilos more maybe.
yeah. So looking at the bench presses, we can see currently Thomas Lee is well in the lead with the next 3 lifters trailing behind at 167.5. At the end of this round, if everyone gets their lifts, Harry will come out with the 2nd biggest bench. And Jay and James battling out for 3rd, although Jay is a little bit lighter. So currently we have 125 loaded on the bar for Nathaniel. Once again, he is not coming out for this. So it might be a good opportunity to thank the sponsors, who you can see, well, you can't see. You will be able to see it in a moment on the backdrop. We have Alico, we have Elite Sports Nutrition, we have Avancus, and SBD is the big one. if you are here at the event in person, I think there are a couple of stands at the back. SBD has one I've seen. So come along, see what they've got. Try on those knee sleeves.
And bar is loaded for Mason, 150 kilos, 7.5 kilo PB if he gets this. He looks ready, looks confident. He's got this. He's taking his time to set up. Yeah, that was, wow.
That was an easy third attempt.
Yeah, there was no sticking point at all.
Yeah.
It was really nice. I think he went 3 for 3 for bench, or 2 for 3, I'm not sure, wait, we need to see.
I think you got all three of them.
Yeah, 3 for 3 in bench.
Yep, if he's pleased about that, you couldn't tell. Not showing any signs on his face of how he feels about that last bench.
Yeah, we've got Shebang now.
Another 2.5 kilo jump.
Yeah, this might be a sticky one.
Yeah, Shebang, worth mentioning, he has enough caffeine coursing through his veins to kill a horse. And not just any horse, the Trojan horse.
Let's see if it does its job.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Wow, it did. I think they made the perfect choice here with the 2.5 kilo jump.
Yeah, well, I don't know. All three of his lifts look the same.
Moved really well.
Yeah, I think he's just relieved having gone 3 for 3 on bench. May not be the bench he wanted today, but well, he's gone 3 for 3.
Got Christopher Hoy, 162.5.
Big PB.
Yeah. 7.5 kilos. Yeah, 7.5 kilos.
He's come a long way to be here.
That was really nice. That's
Yeah.
what the ref said.
Very nice work.
Yeah, it's a
Really
good
white light.
lift. He looks really happy.
I think he bumped the rack on the way up there. Yeah, same weight for Alex Walker.
This is going to be a 12.5 kilo jump from his PB here. So if he gets this, massive PB. And he does get it. Wow.
Yeah, very well. 4 to...
Oh.
Oh, no.
2 to 1. So assuming it is the bum that is lifted a bit.
Yeah, we should be able to see it
Yeah.
on this replay.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah.
has come off the
That.
bench quite a lot, actually. You can see through the other side.
There's no denying that. Aaron Spencer, Mr. Buzz Lightyear, 162.5.
A lot of people have been getting PBs on bench here now.
Yeah, so 5 kilo PB should Aaron get this. Oh, that was solid. That was really solid. Might be even have had a little bit more in there. And Kalechi up next, 7.5 kilo jump up to 167.5. By current prognosis in 5th place. So he needs to go 3 for 3.
Let's see this Kalechi. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That was a bit sticky when locking out.
Yeah, that is a fight, though. Oh, no.
2 to 1. I think his bum did lift a bit.
I guess we'll see on the replay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it did.
Gonna say hard to tell,
Can see on the other side as well.
but yeah, that was
Count that as a
considerable
gym
amount.
PB.
Yeah, that is true. Still a moral victory. James West on 172.5.
Wow, just looking at it, Thomas has got a massive bench. 195
That is a big bench.
compared to Harry. That is 20 kilos.
Yeah. Big bencher. James is currently in 3rd place by prognosis. He's done very well for himself. Today, oh no, he lost out. That's going to open the door.
Yeah, I think that was a bit too heavy for him.
Yeah, that's going to really open the door
Yeah,
for
we didn't
the
expect
other
him
lifters.
to take a 7.5 kilo jump. We thought he would take a 5. It was his second was a bit of a grind.
Yeah, that was a bit of a risk. Now, who's currently 4th? Shubhang. Shubhang now has an opportunity to come for James, and you bet he will. Shubhang's got a big deadlift. Now the man in the lead, Jay Batten, matching his personal best, taking a 5 kilo jump. I think that's a wise choice. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that moved really well.
there was more in there, but when you're in the position he's in, you want to take every kilo you can get. I think he's in a really good position to win this overall now.
And now we've got Harry 3 plates on the bar, 3 red plates on the bar. 175.
Yep,
Massive milestone, you know, 3 plates.
yep. And if he gets this, he will be within 10 kilos of Shubhang and 15 kilos of James. Might be a little bit far to pull himself onto the podium.
Wow, that was smooth.
That moved very well. And he looks pleased. Finally, Thomas Lee.
195 kilos, wow. It's 5 kilos away from 200.
It is, and I'm glad that he hasn't gone for 200. I think that would have been too much, and he really needs to make sure he can get every kilo he can, because he does not have the biggest deadlift.
He did miss out on squat in his
Yeah.
3rd attempt.
He does not have the advantage in the deadlift battle, so he needs to pull himself as far ahead of 3rd place as he possibly can.
It's quite rare to see lifters have a bigger squat than their deadlift.
It's quite common in the heavyweights,
Yeah.
but we are nowhere near the heavyweights at 93.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Oh, come on.
he's still pushing.
Oh,
Oh,
he stalled. Oh, that's unfortunate. Just a bit too heavy.
yeah. And we're done with flight beat bench here.
Yeah. That. Well, we've set ourselves up for an exciting battle at the end. So
Yeah.
currently, based on the prognosis, we got Jay in first. Oh, and it's gone.
That was really nice to watch, though. But
Yeah, I guess it's a mystery. We'll just have to
Yeah.
wait and see when the deadlifts come around. So in 10 minutes, we'll be starting flight A, deadlifts, and then, well, I guess we'll wait to see when flight B comes back up, who is fighting for those spots and how hard they need to fight. So yeah, join us again in 9 minutes and 24 seconds for the deadlifts.
Manufactured exclusively in Great Britain at SBD's state-of-the-art facility, these new 7mm powerlifting knee sleeves have been designed for competitive powerlifters that need the maximum possible support from their sleeves. An innovative new high-grade neoprene offers enhanced second skin compression that molds to the joint all the way through the range of motion. No gapping during flexion means that the knee joint is supported consistently all the way through the lift, helping lifters maintain form and bar speed as they approach maximal attempts. Heavyweight linings, edging and seams, and abrasion-resistant outers that are designed to withstand even the most aggressive fitting make the 7mm knee sleeve the most robust sleeves in SBD's product portfolio. Engineered in Great Britain to SBD's exacting standards, each sleeve is carefully scrutinised by a team of highly trained quality control personnel and comes, as standard, with SBD's antimicrobial technology and a 1-year warranty. Manufactured exclusively in Great Britain at SBD's state-of-the-art facility, these new 7mm powerlifting knee sleeves have been designed for competitive powerlifters that need the maximum possible support from their sleeves. An innovative new high-grade neoprene offers enhanced second skin compression that molds to the joint all the way through the range of motion. No gapping during flexion means that the knee joint is supported consistently all the way through the lift, helping lifters maintain form and bar speed as they approach maximal attempts. Heavyweight linings, edging and seams, and abrasion-resistant outers that are designed to withstand even the most aggressive fitting make the 7mm knee sleeve the most robust sleeves in SBD's product portfolio. Engineered in Great Britain to SBD's exacting standards, each sleeve is carefully scrutinised by a team of highly trained quality control personnel and comes, as standard, with SBD's antimicrobial technology and a 1-year warranty. Manufactured exclusively in Great Britain at SBD's state-of-the-art facility, these new 7mm powerlifting knee sleeves have been designed for competitive powerlifters that need the maximum possible support from their sleeves. An innovative new high-grade neoprene offers enhanced second skin compression that molds to the joint all the way through the range of motion. No gapping during flexion means that the knee joint is supported consistently all the way through the lift, helping lifters maintain form and bar speed as they approach maximal attempts. Heavyweight linings, edging and seams, and abrasion-resistant outers that are designed to withstand even the most aggressive fitting make the 7mm knee sleeve the most robust sleeves in SBD's product portfolio. Engineered in Great Britain to SBD's exacting standards, each sleeve is carefully scrutinised by a team of highly trained quality control personnel and comes, as standard, with SBD's antimicrobial technology and a 1-year warranty. Manufactured exclusively in Great Britain at SBD's state-of-the-art facility, these new 7mm powerlifting knee sleeves have been designed for competitive powerlifters that need the maximum possible support from their sleeves. An innovative new high-grade neoprene offers enhanced second skin compression that molds to the joint all the way through the range of motion. No gapping during flexion means that the knee joint is supported consistently all the way through the lift, helping lifters maintain form and bar speed as they approach maximal attempts. Heavyweight linings, edging and seams, and abrasion-resistant outers that are designed to withstand even the most aggressive fitting make the 7mm knee sleeve the most robust sleeves in SBD's product portfolio. Engineered in Great Britain to SBD's exacting standards, each sleeve is carefully scrutinized by a team of highly trained quality control personnel and comes as standard with SBD's antimicrobial technology and a 1-year warranty.
Hello everyone, we are back now with deadlifts, and deadlifts literally just started right now. The bar's loaded for David. We have 205 on the bar.
Nice, easy openers is what we want.
And that moved very well, very quick.
And 3 white lights in a good lift there for David.
Just waiting on the lights here.
Now the full one, platform 2, with Justin coming out here on platform 1.
While we're waiting for that, we've got Justin coming out with 227.5 on the bar.
Come on now, finish. Easy weight. Forward is on.
And David had a good lift here.
Full lads coming out again now. Full with full.
Let's see how Justin does.
Let's see it, lads.
This is quite close as
3 white lights there.
deadlift PB. Actually, not that close. It's around 30 kilos away. But I'm assuming he's going to be taking big jumps, which people usually do for deadlifts.
Is loaded now, Benjamin.
Let's see this Justin.
Now, Ben.
And he does wear his belt backwards. Some lifters do that for deadlifts and squats especially, because the belt, like the lever, might dig in to their thighs. Moved really well. Look at that snappy lockout as well. And now we've got Jonathan here, 240 kilos loaded on the bar.
Hello, sorry I'm a little bit late. What did I miss?
Just David and Justin, very snappy lockouts, so very fast as well.
Yeah, very nice.
Jonathan now.
Yeah, Jonathan's been quite a calm and collected lifter today. Let's see if that changes on deadlifts. Don't anticipate it. Oh, a smile. A rare show of emotion from Jonathan.
Wow, moved really fast considering he's a sumo lifter as well.
Very nice opening attempt.
And now we've got Mitchell Guppy here, 240 kilos as well. We've got a lot of lifts in the 240 mark.
240 kilos on both platforms, ready to be rock and roll.
So it's 25 kilos away from his PB. And that was really fast, really quick. He looks really confident as well walking off the platform. And now we've got Ali, same weight as Mitchell.
And the ball loading now for Sam and Ali. 240 kilos. Is loaded up again on both platforms. 240 for Sam, 240 for Ali. And they both approach the bar with a conventional stance. Both lads getting ready.
Really quick.
Very easy
Yeah.
work.
Controlled as well.
Yeah, it's a very nice opener. So Ali pulling conventional there. You see some people will pull with a very wide stance. Some people pull with a narrow stance with their hands outside their legs. Both are competition legal. Some would say that sumo deadlift is cheating. I would personally say, why don't you try sumo? See if it feels like cheating. I'm
Got
just...
Ben now, 245.
Yeah, so Ben is an example of someone who is pulling sumo with a very wide stance and hands inside the legs.
Yeah, and he's hook grip as well.
Yeah. So you'll see some people lift with a mixed grip where one hand is facing forwards and the other hand is facing backwards. That just improves grip strength by, well, it doesn't really improve grip strength necessarily, but the grip itself is stronger because as the bar tries to roll out of one hand, it rolls into the other, which you don't get if you just have both of your hands over the bar. However, hook grip, you stick your thumb underneath the bar and hold onto it with your fingers around the other side of the bar, and it is painful. It is painful.
Wow, that lockout was really quick.
Yeah, you see people like that just wrenching the bar off the ground without a second thought, pretending their thumbs aren't on fire.
Now we've got Yusuf, 247.5 as well, just like Zach.
Yeah, as you said, a lot of lifters in the kind of 240, 250 range.
Getting ready now as well on platform 2. With a huge 270 kilo opener. Let's have a look at Yusuf here now as he goes to pull this opening weight.
Wow.
Very snappy.
Exactly like an opener.
So that's quite a typical. It's quite a typical movement pattern for a sumo deadlift, where it's slower off the floor but then really snappy at the lockout. Conventional tends to be a bit more grindy. You can't grind a sumo the way you can grind a conventional.
Easy work now with the big 270.
Sumo is also a lot more technical, a lot more things that can go wrong. Conventional is a bit more robust.
Referees give it three.
So risk versus reward, really.
Mason now on platform 1.
And we're just waiting on for Mason. Yeah, Mason coming out now.
Taking his time.
257.5 on the bar.
Into round 2 now on platform 2. Benjamin
And just like with squat and bench, you also have a 1 minute time limit for deadlifts. However, usually people's setups are a lot quicker, and because they don't have to wait for a start command, they're less likely to time out. That being said, I once saw somebody nearly time out on deadlift. That's a good lift, very easy work from Mason.
And Brandon, our strongest deadlifter in this fight so far. Oh yeah, this is the hyped up. Yeah, this is the guy that is always
You look
hyped.
similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, very hyped up. It'd be interesting to see how crazy he gets for his third deadlift. I can see Dav is enjoying the show in the background. So he's requested the bar gets brushed down. That's something the lifter is allowed to request. Just helps their grip. As the chalk fills the knurling, it can actually make the bar smoother.
Wow.
Here he is, wow.
Brandon, let's see it now. Finish up the round in style. 265 on the ball. Easy work there.
That was really nice, really
Very
quick.
convincing. And he walks off the platform nice and calm.
Matthew now with his second deadlift. It's a 20 kilo
Dav
now.
Coop.
Yeah, we've got David Coop here.
140
Yep.
kilos.
215, 10 kilo jump, which is quite rare to see on deadlifts. Usually deadlifts are big jumps.
Yeah, and usually you'd expect you'd expect to see people deadlifting more than they squat.
Yeah.
But in Dav's case, he's got that 1-to-1 ratio. Took the exact same numbers for his squats as he's doing for his deadlifts. So I expect we'll see 225 on the third. He's also the only lifter in this flight who did not make weight. Clearly miscalculated his water cut. Got to do better than that, David.
Wow, that was really quick.
Yeah, so no, he is actually coming back from an injury. This is well below his personal best of 275. But it's the most he's lifted for a while. So not expecting to see him struggle.
And now we've got Justin, 245. Yeah, 245 on the bar. That is quite a big jump from 227.5.
Good 17.5 kilos if my maths is correct. He's wearing a European Powerlifting Federation top. Presumably he picked that up at an international competition. I wonder if I have a record of which one. No, I do not. The last competition was 4 months ago, so he's quite fresh coming to this.
Four lifters approaching the ball. Justin looks like he's going to pull this one.
He's taking his time
Let's see it, lads.
with 20 seconds on the clock.
Pull together.
Wow,
Yes. Both get that down, command.
really quick.
Is 3 white lines.
Yeah.
for both.
While the lifters have chalk on their hands, you'll also notice they have a white powder on their legs. That is baby powder, that's not chalk, and that just helps the bar slide up their legs a little bit. It can make a difference, just reducing some friction between the bar and your legs.
250 kilos remain on platform.
Ali
two now
Kawaja,
for Ross.
255.
Both lifters coming out now. For a big second attempt. Up.
There's a bit of a grind.
Yeah, that was a fight.
Ali secures the 255.
But he gets it. 3
Yeah.
white lights.
Nicely done there. And what do we
And we've
say
got
about
Jonathan
the
Cook
race?
now.
What do we think? 3 white
257 on the bar. 17 kilo jump as well, just like Justin.
257 kilos. Let's see it now, John. As Sam gets ready for 255. Come on now, Jonathan.
Another smile
Big 17
for a brief
extra
moment,
kilos
betraying
to
his
go with
emotions.
this one.
He's been doing such a good job of keeping a poker face today, but
Yeah, he's a very serious lifter.
clearly having a good time, even if he's not showing it on his face.
Wow.
Nice strong deadlift there on platform 1.
Yeah, very nice work there.
Loads in the tank for deadlift yet.
Yep, setting himself up for a PB on the third, no doubt. Yeah, look how happy he looks now.
Yeah, he's smiling now.
He is.
Good to see.
Well, he's 8 for 9 at the moment.
Yeah.
He's got an opportunity for a PB, so
Now
what
we've
is there not
got
to smile about?
Mitchell Guppy. 260, yeah, 260. 20 kilo jump here.
Extra kilos. 20 more kilos now for Mitch as he locks it in. 260 on the ball.
Wow, that is, I think that's the perfect second attempt.
Ready now.
Yeah, he made light work of that for sure. 20 kilo jump as well.
Yeah.
That's not a small jump.
20 extra kilos.
Same weight's now staying on the bar.
Ben coming out as well for 260. 4 lifters have 260 on the ball. Let's see who can pull it the fastest. Freddie gets ready now. Freddie locks it
And
up.
now we've got Ben.
A little bit of room to go.
260 on the bar as well. A 15 kilo jump though. And we have had an attempt change here for Justin. Justin changed his number to 260. Not too sure from what though.
Ah, that was going to be my question.
And that was really quick, Ben. Now I've got Yusuf.
Yeah, Yusuf's opener looked really good. So as we go into the third attempt deadlifts, you probably won't see it as much on this flight as on the next flight, but lifters are allowed to change their third attempt deadlifts. They have up until the bar is loaded is cooled for that weight. So they can't change their third attempt to something lower than what's already loaded. It still has to follow the same order that it usually does.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's really quick.
So Justin did put in an attempt change for whatever reason. We don't know. Maybe he's feeling good. Maybe he's not feeling good. We didn't see whether it was up or down. We'll mostly see that though in the next flight as the podium positions really start to shape up. People start shuffling around.
Got Mason now. 270 on the bar.
Hopefully that was a technical little issue there. Let's see it on Mason. 270 kilos.
Yeah, people seem to be a lot further away from their PBs than they were on squats.
Yeah.
Now 10 kilos away from Mason's PB.
Come on now, Mason.
He's just
Let's see it.
psyching himself up.
Come on. Let's finish it off now, Mason. Let's finish it off. And we are on to third round deadlifts on platform 2. You know what to do now. Every
Look
comfortable.
we're gonna try
Yeah,
and
that
get
did
that
look
finish on
quite
the
comfortable. He is smiling,
Benjamin now.
so I think he is quite confident
Try and
here.
see it now, Ben. The final deadlifts of these lifters.
It was a bit of a struggle, but he's got it.
Let's see it, Ben. Come on, Ben. The final lift.
All right, here comes Zach. Zach's getting fired up. Down to the last 2 attempts of this round. And 272.5 kilos. Ooh, that's a big jump. That would be a 25 kilo jump.
25 kilos extra on the bar.
Wow. And he made it look easy. He's 2.5 kilos below his PB. And 3 white lights is a good lift. He's clearly something big on the third. Another 25 kilo jump will put him pretty close to 300, but I don't imagine he'll take the same jump.
And now we've got Brandon. Brandon Ring. 285 kilos on the bar.
Yeah, look at him pacing in the background.
Yeah. We did not look at the records here. Deadlift, the record is 345. That is insane.
A lot of weight. Wow, he's extremely fired up. We're only on the second as well.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, look at that.
Ooh.
Sticky at the lockout, but it moves convincingly.
Yeah. He's a bit slow off the floor, but I think he might add 5 kilos to that.
Yeah, I didn't hear what he said to his coach.
Yeah.
No, I think there's more there. I think there's more. If you see how fired up he's going to be on the third attempt, he can lift anything.
Maybe even a 292. 300! Wow.
Yeah.
That is-
That's surprising. I didn't think he would take that big a jump, but it's what he came to do. He's having a great day.
I'm not sure if he has it though, but we will see.
Well, we keep our fingers crossed for him here at the commentating table. 225 now for Dav. He has not struggled today. I think the biggest struggle for him has been making weight. Easy work there. Great way to end an 8 for 9 day.
Yeah, you had an amazing day today, David.
Yeah, making all of his lifts look easy. Except for obviously the one he missed. Next up we have
We've got Justin now.
260.
Yeah.
This is the one that was changed before. So I imagine he went up. I don't know why you would go down. He's really not got anything to lose by taking a risk. And his PB is sitting at 252.5. This is a sizable PB.
Now, full lifters approach the bar, getting ready to pull their final lift of the day. Binnon gets ready, and so does Justin.
This is going to be a 7.5 kilo PB if he gets this.
Yeah, he's taking his time.
Oh, he's pulling.
Wow.
He locks it out. Wow.
He can grind, you know.
Yeah.
His squats as well.
Really patient off the floor as well.
Quite, yeah. That was great to watch. And he's pretty happy with that as well.
Now we've got Ali. 262.5. 12.5 kilo PB if he gets this. Impressive.
It's a pretty big PB, yeah. Total PB is 637.5. This will give him 675. Oh, unfortunately not. Still
Just
walks
at the
away.
knees, yeah.
Still walks away with 667.5 total. It's a big PB.
It's a big 260 on the board now for Ollie.
And now we've got Yusuf. 270 on the bar.
Oh no, just a hair too much. Unlucky there, Ollie. Yusuf getting ready now on platform 1 with 270 kilos and Sam gets ready for 200.
This is a 7.5 kilo PB, but he hasn't competed in just over 5 months. South Mids University Championships was his last competition, at which he hit 262.5.
I think he's got this because he did give a little nod when he walked out.
Yeah, he's clearly confident. I think well-founded confidence as well. His deadlift's been very snappy.
Wow.
Yeah.
He needs to add some kilos on that bar.
Yeah, he probably had 275 in him if he wanted it.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, very easy work.
Yeah, it was a good day for you, Yusuf.
Great day. Up next, Ben Hayton.
Got Ben now. If he gets this, he's going to be 9 for 9 day. It's really good to see.
Yeah, he's already matched his PB total, so whatever he gets here.
If he gets this, I think his total is going to be 652.5.
12.5 kilo PB total. 2.5 kilo PB deadlift. There's a lot riding on this.
Finish it off. Here we go, Ben. Here we go.
And he's pulling.
Oh no.
I think he had it. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
it looked like he was strong enough. Perhaps just a technique issue. It just hasn't set it up right, and he could feel the strength just draining from him as it moved.
And we've got Jonathan Cook now, 275.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jonathan's also been looking very confident today.
We'll see if he smiles after.
9 for 9 day is something to smile about. If he doesn't smile
Yeah.
after this, then I don't think there's anything that could bring this man joy.
Let's see it now. That looked good to me.
The bar is loaded.
We go to platform 1 for Jonathan with
There's a 17.5 kilo jump.
kilos on the bar.
It's a big jump,
Yeah, that is a big jump.
but the
From a-
second looked good.
Yeah.
5 bad boys now on the
Let's
bar.
see this, Jonathan.
605 pounds loaded up. Let's see it now, Jonathan.
Oh, and he's pulling. He's
Oh,
pulling.
wow.
Is he going to lock it out?
Oh no!
Oh.
The grip! What a shame. Oh.
Wow.
It looked like it was moving. He's
Honestly.
busy calculating how on earth that happened. He's possibly a bit lightheaded as
I
well.
hope you're okay, Jonathan.
Yeah.
That was an
oh, what a
amazing
shame.
fight.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's too hurt from that, so that's good. Often with hook grip, you can get a lot of skin getting pulled off.
Got Mitchell now, though. Same weight as Jonathan.
10 kilo deadlift PB. And I think also 10 kilo total PB, or 7.5? No, 10. He's got a lot of support in the audience as he Pulls the
And
bar.
he's pulling.
Can he lock it? Oh no,
I don't
the grip.
Yeah, I don't think he did not lock that out.
No, he didn't. I think his grip was going.
Yeah.
It was so close though. Really so
Yeah,
close.
it was
We
an
watched the
amazing
replay.
grind.
Yeah, look. And then I think the grip starts to give up. Yeah. There's no choice but to put it down.
Now we've got Mason here. 282.5. Looks really calm here. I think he knows he's got it. If he gets this, it'll be an 8 for 9 day. Come on, Mason.
It's getting quite loud in here now as we move on to final deadlifts and also as the afternoon competitors have weighed
Oh,
in.
he's pulling. Wow. That was an amazing third attempt.
That was
there.
very good. Yeah, very comfortable.
He smiles as well.
Yeah, looking
Really happy.
He's laughing now. I don't know if I'm imagining it. He's hobbling off a little bit. Oh, no, maybe
And
not.
we've got Zach now. 287.
Yeah, Zach was fired up before and he's extremely fired up now, giving Brandon a run for his money.
Got everyone cheering for him here.
He's got the whole London Uni crowd behind him.
And he's pulling.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh.
There he goes.
It's just
Unfortunate.
at the knees.
Yeah.
That was an amazing fight, though. Well done, Zach. He had an
Great try.
8 for 9 day today.
Okay, right. This is it. I see Brandon pacing in the background. 300 kilos. Now we weren't convinced based on the
Yeah.
previous one.
If Brandon gets this, this is going to be an amazing day for him. 9 for 9 day.
Yeah. Look how fired up he is. He's gonna need a miracle for this. If anyone can do it, it's him.
300 kilos on the bar looks insane. And he's pulling, he's pulling.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh no,
Oh
it's
my-
stuck in the middle. He keeps
is he
moving though.
Oh my.
Oh,
He
my
looks out. He looks
goodness. Wow.
out. That was insane.
Yeah, you were saying another 5 kilos. I was thinking another
yeah.
like 7.5, maybe 10.
That
But
was
15
insane.
kilos later.
That is a massive milestone there. Well done, Brandon. A 9 for 9 day for you as well.
Got to give him credit. He knew what he wanted.
Honestly. Actually in shock.
Yeah, well, don't lose that energy because we now move on to Flight B. And this is where the podium gets made. This is going to be the final battle. Right now in first place, Jay Batten.
And we've got Mason now, 245 kilos on the bar. 10 kilos away from his PB.
Yeah, but after this round of openers, we'll start to see what the
Yeah.
podium's looking like.
Hopefully he gets 3 for 3 on the deadlift today.
Had a bit of a shaky squat session.
Yeah.
Redeemed himself in the bench.
Wow. Snappy.
Yeah, I missed that. I turned my head to go from the screen to the platform, and in that time, he'd already locked out the deadlift.
And we've got Christopher Hoy now, 257.5. Assuming Christopher's going to be taking big jumps considering his PB's 285.
Really is opening quite low compared to its PB.
Let's see it now, lads. Easy openers. Yes. Absolute wonderful openers there from both sides.
About what you'd expect.
Alexander now with 2.
He has had a long way to travel today, though. His last competition was Scottish University and College Championships. He presumably had a lot less far to travel for that.
Got Nathaniel now, 260. He's got a very wide stance.
And he's fresh out of British Juniors as well.
That was really nice.
Yeah. Well, he's got a total. He unfortunately couldn't bench what he I assume planned to do today, but he's coming out to deadlift.
And we've got Thomas Lee, our heaviest bencher here, I think.
Yeah, he was.
The
Big
strongest
squatter
bencher
as well.
Yeah, 260 deadlift.
Current prognosis, second place, but being the first one out to pull out of all the podium contenders, he's going to have to set the bar, so to speak.
Oh, he is shaking his arm. I think he's hurt himself. Maybe a cramp, never know.
Yeah, hopefully just a cramp. Get some electrolytes, get some water, because he needs to defend second place today.
And we've got Harry now, 265.
He's got a PB of 290.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully just looking to take big jumps. And if an opportunity presents itself to himself into a podium position.
Really quick. Got Alex now, 275. 5 red plates on the bar.
Ah, you beat me to it. Or as the MC would say, 5 bad boys.
Very nicely done there, Evan.
I don't think he's coming out for this. Just heard the technical controller say he's not coming out, so I think we're just letting the clock run down. That is a shame though. Not sure what has happened, but he might have just hurt himself during warm-ups.
Oh, I think he is coming out, no? No.
No, that is James West.
James West does look really ready though. He's got at least 30 seconds before he comes out. Or they change the weight on the bar.
Come on now, Jim. Nice, easy work is what we want to see. Come on now, Jim. Come on. 240.
So James is one of the lifters battling for a podium spot, so needs to be smart with his attempt selection, or rather his coach needs to be smart with his attempt selection. He needs to execute on the platform. 277.5 for his opening attempt.
What place is he at right now?
If I remember correctly, he's currently... Oh no,
A
he's...
4th.
So that's based on prognosis.
Yeah.
I think he was actually in 3rd by the end of the previous round. But because Flight A have had the chance to do their deadlifts, it's pushed him down a little bit. However, that prognosis is based on this opener, and he will have plenty
Wow, very quick.
of room to grow.
Snappy. Oh,
Yeah.
that's...
Oh, a little bit of cramp.
Yeah, I think there's a cramp in his calf maybe. Calf or
Oh
quad.
dear. Oh, the cramp virus is going round.
Very nice opener.
And we've got Aaron now, 280.
Here comes Aaron now.
Yeah, Aaron Spencer's got a big pull. He came into this competition nominated in 4th place. Currently sitting at 7th in prognosis, but he can cover some ground.
And the ball loaded as well now.
Wow, it was really controlled and just very calm and controlled that
Yeah.
was. Took time on his lockout as well. And
He's got a great
benching
deadlift.
280 kilos on the bar.
280
Kelechi,
now on the ball.
University of Essex. Nice and strong.
Yeah, it was a really good lift there.
Seems to be any issues there.
And we've got Shebang here. Oh, who's opening up at 300 here?
That would be Jay. I think Jay's just very clear in the lead.
Yeah.
Shebang does have a PB deadlift of 325. I don't know if he's perhaps just taking smaller jumps.
I think he's taking big jumps today, Shebang.
Yeah, sorry, big jumps, what I meant. Not sure he's quite... Oh, okay, a little bit of
Really
a roar.
happy, yeah.
Gets off the platform.
And let's see who's opening up on 300. Jay here.
We have Jay.
Jay's also got a PB deadlift. Oh no, excuse me. It's just changed. He's got a PB deadlift of 320. So opening a lot closer to his personal best.
Yeah.
But he just needs to stay in the pocket to secure that win.
That is 5 kilos under Shabang's personal best on deadlift. So it is going to be a battle between them.
Shubang is also a lot fresher, having competed longer ago than Jay. Jay is fresh out of, well, not quite fresh out, but 7 weeks out from his last competition.
Yeah, wow, moving 300 like that is insane. Really fast.
So, yeah, looking at the placings here, we have Jay in first, 760. Second place is 20 kilos behind him. That's Thomas Lee. And based on that jump for the second deadlift, I don't think he's going to be looking to chase Jay. But he will need to keep away James West, who is currently in third and taking a big 20-kilo jump up to 297. So James looks to be chasing second place. And then down in fourth is Shubang, who is just 5 kilos behind James at the moment.
Yeah, we're going to see a few lifters here hitting the 300 mark.
Yep, it's going to be a battle
Yeah.
for third place. I think first place is possibly out of reach. Second place, potentially.
Extra kilos on the bar now for Tom.
Let's see this Thomas.
Just has to make sure that he goes 3 for 3 on deadlifts if he wants to hold on to second place. Oh no, his grit went. This is dangerous, so he could end up missing out on second place
Wow,
if he doesn't manage to hold on to his third deadlift.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, this is quite a surprising show for Tom, although he was clutching his forearm as he walked off after his opening attempt.
Now for Mason with 272 kilos.
Wow, Mason's taken a 27.5 kilo jump.
Come on now, Mason. 272 kilos.
And I'm not sure on the live stream what here we
Oh,
go.
that was really quick.
Just in time to see Mason put the bar back down. Apologies if you missed Thomas's deadlift. It was a bit of a fight to get up to the top, but just before he locked it out, he just wasn't able to hold on to it and he had to put it down.
And now we've got Alex. 275 on the bar now.
Yeah, Alex didn't come out for his previous attempt, so I don't know if he's just sacking off
However,
deadlifts completely.
We'll see if he comes out for this one.
Doesn't look as though he's coming out.
I think just they put in a retake for the attempt because he didn't come out for it. He got red lighted.
That's probably what happened. Unfortunately, it may be that he hurt himself in the warm-up area. That is unfortunate to see. Or it might be possibly injured himself earlier on. I don't think we saw anyone injure themselves. But in any case, it doesn't look like he's coming out at 275. But it's good of him to leave it there, give everyone else an extra minute to rest, and also it's a bit easier for the platform crew who now just have to add a little silver plate for the next lifter, rather than having to unload and load the bar completely.
Yeah. And I think we're going to have an attempt change any minute now because I did just see someone's handler just put in an attempt sheet through.
Could be Alex's third attempt going in for
Let's
275
see
again.
whose attempt change this is. Oh, and it is Mason's attempt change. And it is changed to 277.5.
I think that's down. I didn't see what it was before.
Down.
Well, if your plan is to come in here and go 3 for 3 on deadlifts, then playing it safe is the best option.
The bar's loaded from Nathaniel here. 277.5.
And Nathaniel's representing Uni of Birmingham.
Coming out now for the second deadlift spot. Both approaching the bar together. Let's see it, lads. Let's see it now. Both getting ready on platform 2 for Amir. And Nathaniel smash it now. Yes.
Wow, that was really smooth.
He's got great deadlift form.
Yeah.
You are lights. Is a good lift.
I think if someone asked me, show me what a sumo is supposed to look like, I think I'd show that.
That's Chris. Gets ready with 2 each.
It's a very wide stance sumo.
Yeah.
Loaded on both platforms. Come on
And
now,
we've
lads.
got Christopher Hoy now.
Let's
280.
see it now.
5 kilos below his PB.
Come on now. Keep adding to those totals, boys. Let's see it. Yes. Christopher. Yes.
Wow.
Made very light work of that.
Looks really confident walking off as well.
Do you think we're going to see 300?
For Christopher, I think we might. If he wants to risk it, he might go for 300.
He doesn't have much to lose, I don't think. His prognosis is 8th place.
Yeah, we'll see any minute now what Christopher... Yep. No. Yes, Christopher did go for 300. He was right.
That's what we like to see.
A lot of people are going to be hitting the 300 here.
But a lot of people are going to be attempting it.
A bit of a fight off the floor, but that moved really well.
That did. James West, 20 kilo jump. He wants to set himself up to steal that 2nd place position. If he gets this, this will put him just 7.5 kilos behind Thomas Lee on prognosis. Of course, if Thomas misses his 3rd again, then James, this will actually put James into 2nd. Can't see their actual places on here though. Can only see the prognosis. So this is a big pull, not just because of the weight on the bar, but also because of what it means.
Wow.
That's convincing. Whatever issues he was having before with potential cramping.
Yeah, I think he might go 310. Maybe.
I think he's just got to load whatever he needs.
Yeah.
They're going to put in a placeholder. They're going to change it if they need. In the meantime, Aaron Spencer taking a 17.5 kilo jump. I think he's possibly just a little bit too far away from the podium today.
I think we have another temp change here. Just saw another handler put
That's
in.
got to be Thomas Lee.
Oh no, James has went 315. Wow.
Again, it might just be a placeholder just to wait and see what Thomas does.
And we had an attempt change for Mason again to
Again.
280.
I think he's burned through all of his attempt changes now. So you can change your attempt up to 2 times. So that means Mason is locked in at 280.
Got Kalechi now.
Wow, very easy work. It's got to be 315 at least.
And we've got our deadlift specialist coming out, Shebang.
Yeah, 22.5 kilo jump. Within reach for a PB.
I'm kind of shocked that it's not that close to his current PB right now. 307 compared to 325.
I'm not sure he's having the best day
Yeah, on deadlift.
after his bench. And his squats as well. I imagine he wanted to outdo his PB.
Yeah, it might match it, but I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
but it is difficult being in your late 30s. It is unfortunately be that way sometimes. Here he comes now for the 2nd attempt. Getting a lot of support from the audience. He locks it out. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure he's going to be matching his PB today. He's just going to do what he needs to do to get on that podium. He's got an experienced coach behind him.
That was a really fast attempt there as well, by the way. Just went and done it.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
And we've got Jay now, our strongest deadlifter of this flight. 315.
Currently at a 760 total. I don't think he can be caught up. Although it does say prognosis 2nd place.
No.
Because Shebang has put in a crazy 3rd attempt deadlift. I don't think that'll stay though. I think that is a placeholder.
315 kilos. Come on, Jay. The ball. Come on now. Come on now, lads. Let's see it.
Wow.
There we go. Very nice. Jay is
Really
just
smooth.
consistent. Look at that. 8 for 9.
I think he might go 325. He might even go 330 maybe. Nah, 325 maybe.
I don't think anyone can catch Jay up. Maybe.
Oh my god,
Shebang
Shebang has put in 342.5.
Yep. Like I say, I don't think that'll stay. Or maybe he'll come out and attempt it. But that's a lot. It's a lot of weight even for Shebang. He's a very strong deadlifter. Just wants to play the mind games.
Yeah, and Jay did go 325, like I mentioned.
Well predicted. 5 kilo PB. In the meantime, though, Thomas Lee, 270. He needs this. Although, actually, if he gets this, I don't think it will change the podium.
Oh,
no, his grip's
he's
going
losing
again.
grip, yeah.
I think.
His thumb just came off the bar.
Yeah, he's got every single colour on those red lights, doesn't he? What a shame. Came into this strong, but unfortunately grip is just not there on the day. That leaves the door open. Actually, I think the door's actually already been open as the lifters have overtaken him. So we can see the current rankings on the right hand there. I think we have a bit of time to talk about this because Alex Walker, I don't think, is coming out for this attempt. So currently Jay is in first place. He's a good, what is that, 32.5 kilos ahead of second. So I don't see Jay being toppled today. Shubhang is just 2.5 kilos behind James West. I suspect he's going to wait to see what James pulls and then just pull for second place. Oh, here we go.
You know, after James pulls, Shubhang might change his attempt.
I'd be very surprised if we don't see that happen. Because Shubhang does not need to pull 342.5. I think first place is just a little bit too out of reach. Okay, that's time out for Alex Walker. Mason Green Prosper has changed his attempt multiple times. We have another attempt change going in for not sure who.
Attempt change for James West here, 305 from 315, was it? He's went 10 kilos below.
So the advantage Shubhang has is, as he is a big puller, he can wait to see what James pulls and respond in kind. So you can just wait to see what he needs to overtake. Anytime though, Mason.
Oh, he's pulling. He locks it out. That was
Great
amazing.
Yeah, fantastic pull there. His best deadlift is 255. So I think safe to say he's had a great day today.
That is a massive total BP for him.
So we've got 300 plus kilos for the rest of these lifters. Christopher Hoy is getting fired up. As if it wasn't already confusing with who was at the previous flight.
Brandon?
Brandon, yeah, Brandon.
Remembered his name now.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That was an amazing fight.
That's the way to hit a new PB. That's the way to hit a new milestone. The bar is loaded once again. I think this is Nathaniel. It is Nathaniel, also taking 300. A lot of lifters want that milestone.
This is the one you came for. The big 300 kilos on the top. Come on now, Nathaniel. Finish it off now.
When he's pulling,
What a shame. Yeah, stuck at the knees.
It did break off the floor though.
Might as well have given it a shot though. 300 once again.
And it stays loaded up now for Harry. Come on now.
Got Harry now, same weight. He's got very interesting socks there, I just realised. But let's see this ball. And we have another attempt change here for James West, by the way.
Oh,
wow.
Oh no, I think the grip went. He just lost his lockout there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2-1. We
Soft
had
lockout.
another attempt change for James West. He went back to 310.
I think that's all of his attempt changes burned now. He has no choice but to come out for 310. That means Shubhang can safely change his third attempt to do what he needs.
I think James went from 315 to 305 to 310.
Yeah. Shubhang's going to be waiting to see if James pulls it or not before he changes his third attempt. Anyway, Aaron Spencer, 307.5 kilos, 10 kilo jump, 2.5 kilo PB, and he's already at a total PB. So just wants a 9 for 9 day.
Come on, Aaron. Wow.
There we go.
That was, I think, the most smoothest, cleanest third attempt there.
He is
smiles as well.
he is a very smooth, clean, smiley lifter. Exactly what we'd expect to see from Aaron. So yeah, great
Very
work.
proud, yeah.
Yeah, but I think Shubhang has beaten him though. So unfortunately, that means that Cambridge is definitely better than Oxford.
And now we've got
Undeniable.
James West.
Yeah, here he comes. You can see Shubhang's coach waiting to see how this goes, ready to submit the attempt change. This is powerlifting at its finest. So should he get this, this will put him at a 755 total.
310 kilos. Finish it off now. Finish it off.
Wow.
Oh, he looks happy with it. 3 white lights.
I think he had 315 in there, let me not lie.
Yeah, well, better to play it safe because now Shubhang, the attempt change is going to go in.
And now we've got Kelechi.
Yeah, Kelechi stepping up the bar.
And Shubhang, I don't know, he did change his weight, I think.
Yeah, it's gone down to
322.
322 and a half,
Yeah.
which he's done before. Looked easy. 3 white lights for Kelechi. Okay, here he comes. This is the big one. Shubhang wants to pull himself into second place. He's got nothing to lose. There's nobody who can take third away from him, but he wants second. James wants to hold second. Last year, James came third at BUCS. He wants to improve his position. Yeah, Shubhang is unbelievably fired up right now.
Come on, Shubhang.
Come on now, big boy. Let's see it. Oh no. Stuck at the knees. Well, he might as well have gone for it. Unfortunately, today is not Shubhang's day, but he still walks away with third place.
Okay, now we have 1 lift remaining.
That was an amazing battle, though.
Yep, it was indeed. And your under 93 kilo BUCS champion, Jay Batten, wants a 5 kilo PB for his deadlift and a 15 kilo PB on his total. I think after this competition, he's going to take a long break from competing. He's done a lot over the last few months. Home Nations in December, Marin Hamang in March, English bench 2 weeks ago. It's time for a nap.
Wow, look at that fight. He
God,
locked it
what a
out.
consistent lifter.
That was amazing.
Wow. I don't think he's dropped a single white light today.
Honestly, well done, Jay. You did amazing today.
Yeah, well
9
earned.
for 9 day.
Well
Wow.
earned. Oh, I think this actually, I remember he was telling me this weight has haunted him. It's eluded him for a really long time. He's wanted 325 for an extremely long time.
That was amazing.
So what a fantastic way to end that flight. And what a fantastic way to, well, yeah, I'm lost for words.
And that is done with session 1.
Yes, I believe liftoff for session 2 is 2 p.m.
Yeah,
Is
it
that
is 2 p.m.
Great. So don't go, well, I guess do go somewhere, do go get some lunch, go fuel up, go to the toilet, do whatever you need to do to stick around for the afternoon session because we have some big lifting going on there. In the meantime, I think we're just going to sign out and
Yeah,
See
stay
you in an
tuned
hour.
for awards as well later.
oh yeah, of course, I always forget that there's awards.
Yeah.
But yeah, there will be awards, so stay tuned for that.
It should be on this live stream here.
Yeah. Great. Thank you very much everyone for joining us.
Yeah, bye.
See you this afternoon.
For lifts this morning, you'll be in the 93s, so please make your way towards platform 1. You'll also be rewarding the weight class medals. So if you lift this morning, please make your way to platform 1. So last call for any 93 lifters that lifted this morning, come to the platform for the prize presentation. So we are now moving to the medals for the 93 kilo class. In third place was Shebang. In second place with 755 kilos was James West. And in first place with 785 was Jay Batten. Right, that concludes the award presentation for this session. So just first of all, a big thanks to all the volunteers that's made this morning possible, all the referees, loading team, table staff. Also, if you're now leaving, please have a look round and pick up any rubbish that's around you. It's not fair on the venue, and the team put this compound to pick up after you, so please, there are bins. So please put your rubbish away before you leave, and lifting will restart at 2 o'clock. So we're missing 2 lifters for kit check. So,
Manufactured exclusively in Great Britain, at SBD's state-of-the-art facility, these new 7mm powerlifting knee sleeves have been designed for competitive powerlifters that need the maximum possible support from their sleeves. An innovative new high-grade neoprene offers enhanced second skin compression that molds to the joint all the way through the range of motion. No gapping during flexion means that the knee joint is supported consistently all the way through the lift, helping lifters maintain form and bar speed as they approach maximal attempts. Heavyweight linings, edging and seams, and abrasion-resistant outers that are designed to withstand even the most aggressive fitting make the 7mm knee sleeve the most robust sleeves in